It is the 2nd of June. 2nd of June. July. I lied again. 2nd day in a row. It's the 2nd of July. 2024. Sup, Ale? It's on Subchat, sorry. Luina! Sup? Lily, good morning. Triple blessings all around. Astroman 101, brilliant Astroman 101. I'm a precog. Yesterday I was thinking about Dalmatians 101, to learn a subject matter 101. Good morning, Lulu. And then there's a Dalmatian that jumps up on Jim Carrey at the beginning of the Truman Show, and he goes, and his exact words are, I know, it's all me. But it's in the context of, I know it's all his phobia of the dog that's making the dog attack him. But it's also, on a fourth dimensional level, he's saying it's all me. If you actually watch the movie, they actually are illustrating singularity in the Truman Show. Amor, hello. Good morning, Lily. Doll hairs, good morning. I can guarantee if I take it off Subchat, someone's going to go, nice beard. Let's go. Sup, Reggie. Hang on. Sup, Chrissy. Sup, Jeff Dunham. Sup, Jacqueline. Jacqueline. I'm saying it right? It is Jacqueline. It could be Jacques. It could be Jacqueline. Because it is. It's Jacqueline. No, it's not. It's Jacqueline. No, it's not. It's Jacqueline. James, good morning. Olive oil. No way. Sup, olive oil? That is weird. Isn't it on Subchat? It's off Subchat. Okay. It's our destiny to communicate. Karen! Good morning, Karen. I know you're good. I'm not going to say I hope you're good. I know you're good. There's going to be a slow, almost uneventful uptoning every day. But it's almost uneventful, almost unnoticeable. But it'll make a person go, yeah, things are good. And then if you asked 2, 3, 4 days from now, you'll go, yeah, things are good. That confusion is that it's slightly uneventful. We're having a smooth integration taking place right now. It's basically the middle of the astral realm, if you want to describe where it is. Crystal, good morning. Subtle good things on the horizon. Chris, good morning. Chris, and it's off Subchat. So you can say hi if you want. Thank you so much for the roses, bro. Appreciate you. I am good. Yes. Crystal? Karen? It's like, do you like do you like our owl? It's from what's in Blade Runner. If you say do you like our owl, it's a way of saying, do you like our artificial construct? I think. Owl. Basically, we two minds are actually mirrored. Owl. In other words, if you can rotate your perception, like an owl's head. Have you seen an owl without its feathers? It's a long-legged chicken, basically. It's a double-jointed, long-legged chicken. What? Owl. Oh. Settle is felt. Yesterday not. Today soft and easy. That's what it is. And then a sat was a big purge. Sure. So you're Chris. You're on another, like almost if you and I were on two sides of the moon. it's the same thing. Like if you had to describe a spiral from two different sides, you would describe, or like a rabbit and a duck. You know, in one picture the beak is are the ears, and then the other picture the ears are it's the beak. Point is, a lot of people are not entertaining old thought paradigms, and that'll feel like a purge, because the things that are being purged are those paradigms not being entertained on the back end. So you experience the masculine side of it, and the feminine side would be a silent awareness not to entertain certain habitual false thought patterns. I saw a sun god today, partial rainbow it was. So Karen, whenever people say things, like I want to go, because then it's like your guides are showing me flashcards, and your 8th and 7th dimensional energy bodies did this. That actual physical appearance that you saw in the sun and is your actual higher anatomy. Funny enough, your non-visible external anatomy that's actually part of the same being, the human, and you actually linked them in. That was you locking it in. Your life, I mean, this waking time is like if the cracks in a mirror made the mirror more real. Like there's like the reflection from the cracks are a more exaggeration of your, and then you tend to focus on the cracks instead of the whole mirror at the same time. But it's good. It's good. It's actually electricity, funny enough. You've got a mini version of the universe perceiving the universe. The mini version's inside your perception, and then it's got a mirrored perception is simultaneous projection, basically. You're actually projecting when you flip your attention outside of your being. So the things that you perceive are like lines of contrast that are brought together so that they can go through 0 points. I don't know. Oh, that's hilarious, Karen. I've done that so many times. We have these perfect, like I'll see perfect clouds that are exactly spaceships with like 3 tiers to them, perfect. And I'll be walking down the road, I'll walk past them, like, definitely a spaceship. And they'll be like, oh, what? I'll be like, spaceship. And they'll be like, what? You know? I thought they'd turn around and go, oh, yeah, definitely. No, it's definitely a spaceship. But a lot of times they're like, what are you on about? Or like, no, I don't have any money for you. It's like, what? I'm fucking like I want to ask for money. I'm just telling you there's a spaceship in the sky. A lot of people are defense reactive to strangers talking to them. It's like, no, I don't know where your dog is. Well, I just told you there's a spaceship in the sky. I'm not sure where my dog was. They're expecting, all our expectations. Yo, sup? Will.i.am, time to go back to the drawing board. What are you trying to create? Will.i.am? What's up? What drawing board? Time to go back to the drawing board. I think those people are great, by the way. Half of this world does things where they just say things to see how people respond. They're not actually trying to get interaction, authentic interaction. They just say things and see how you deal with them. I find that actually quite amusing. Because the universe is actually impersonal. And at some point you've got to figure out that it's not actually dealing with you. You're dealing with you alone. Look, bro's yapping. I got a degree in yapping. I was like yapper. I'm a Yappertonian. I got a degree in Japanese. It's a new language I'm developing. Japanese. I speak fluent Japanese. Got a degree in it. If you've got a golden heart, it'll sound like I'm translating the universal vibration back at you. But if you're a piece of shit, it'll sound like yapping. Da-da-da-da. Anyway, let's vote. What does it sound like, everybody? You can judge your own destiny. You can decide if your destiny is good or bad. How do you see me? I see you as a divine, perfect being. Good. That's because you're perfect and divine. I see you as a yappington, needy, attention grabber. Fuck you. It's true though. But still, I don't say that. I'm amazing, TW, okay? I'm amazing. And yourself? But sincerely, how are you? I've got a ranking from 1 to 11. Your whole life, where your best moment was a 10. And only if this moment is better than your best moment, then it can be an 11. You're like, that's a very complicated... And you can't use 0.0, 0.4, 0.6s and 0.9s. You might as well just round it off to 0.5 or a full 0. And the person closest to the breaking of the wave, who can pull off the most radical move for the longest period of time, is deemed the winner. Wait, are we judging surfing competition right now? I just started giving you the parameters of judging a surfing. I was a surf judge, by the way. I judged the world wave skiing champs. So I technically represented my country. It was quite cool. The first one I ever did, the first judging competition I ever did, I won. But meaning you judge the competition, and then if your average, if your score is closest to the average of all the other judges, then you're the best judge. So basically it's luck, in a way, weird luck. Weird luck that your opinion about a wave is the middle. So you actually didn't, so you win by being the most non-distinguished, but not being the worst or the best. Not even, there's no best. You're just overscoring the person. Quite cool, actually. What a weird thing to be, think about it, a surf judge, to judge waves, the person's ability to ride a wave, which is what I do now, because we're all on one wave when we interact with each other. It's a singularity wave. That's basically life is waves of vibration that gets given definition through verbalization or thought. Whoa, 10 Commandments, what's your take? Oh, being implemented in the high schools. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Don't you think? Oh, and actually, no, it's not. I still say maybe they should study religion, like good. Because it's psychology. Let's just get through the fact. Religion is psychology, end of story. It is. So I don't know why humans don't say that. Say, listen, religion is explaining the nature of reality. Now, if you want to get at least on an equal level with reality, your 10 Commandments. If you follow those 10 principles, you'll respect reality enough for it to at least half reveal itself to you. Just that. But we're living in a two-way where the fiction and the fact is being fought over. The fiction is being fought over as fact, and the fact is being fought over as fiction. And you know what I mean? And then every human has got degrees of that integration. So as soon as one human says, no, you better take my fiction as fact, you're going to get 3 people saying, how about D's? And that's great, because then humans can't colonize each other. It's going to become a mental thing where we're all safe from each other. We're safe from... Which makes our species, it's a clever thing, psychologically, each individual will try and psychologically look for each other's weak spots, and we'll mirror it, but then as a collective, we become unpsychologically colonizable. Because that's how you get colonized, psychologically. That's how you ground a colonization. The colonization that took place on our, between our species is mirrored in the alien interface. Because you'd have better planetary policies, planetary truths. The schooling would raise you, telling you the stuff that I'm telling you, as opposed to giving you the symbology of it, and then if you're God, you can transmute it and take what was actually a self-condemning paradigm and rise above it. Can I join? Big fan. No thanks. Do you think you can keep up? Carson, where did you learn? I'm God, Carson. Past lifetimes, genetic memories. I'm an ascended master. I'm literally everything and everyone. And so are you. This is about remembering. Carson, you've got a timed thing as well. So your life, you're going to wake up and get your past lifetime memories back at certain junctures when the planet hits certain memory points. You've got a run of about 8 lifetimes where you just meditated. So Tibet and then off-world. But he makes faces thinking he's funny since single at 35. William, there is no... Everything you say is a metaphor about your own relationship with yourself. You know what I'm saying? So you can't really rip me off. So nothing you say has any value to me. Only to you. And you think I'm here trying to be funny? Pulling faces, or I'm talking about the nature of reality. With your God dreaming your life. Coach, sup, thank you. Sup, aye. Thanks for the necklace, Coach. Thanks, Coach Shay. It's like, who gave you the necklace? Coach Shay. Give the necklace back. Coach is not supposed to give you gifts. Coach loves me, you shut up. Me and Coach are gonna... It's my necklace. Did Coach give the other people necklaces? No. Why would Coach give the other students necklaces? You know, Coach doesn't love you. He does love me. Why doesn't he let you play? Because he keeps me safe. The other players in the basketball team were rough. Tobias, I love you too, Tobias. It's so much. So people say, you know, Garth, I think you're too biased towards Tobias. I'm like, I'm not. Tobias is a beautiful angel, deserves love. Shut your mouths. Too biased. I'm not too biased. You can never be too biased towards Tobias. It's the oxymoron. Never enough. Never biased enough. More like, were you bullied when you were younger? No, William, I can't get bullied. There were a few characters, but I am strong-minded, self-loving from day one. Strong-minded and self-loving. I had this mother, the biological mother, that was a freak. She had such a golden heart. She looked at me like I was special. And I believed her. Fucking hilarious. Because she's dead now. She's on the other side of the veil, and she finds it very amusing. Half the shit that I say to impress her. Can I get a shout out? Tobias, yeah, absolutely. T to the O to the B to the I to the A to the S to the Tobias. Begging for approval. Yeah. William, we're all begging for approval, aren't we? But you're actually looking for ourselves, William. From yourself. Because your world will always half value what you value and unvalue the other half. It's on a spectrum, William. Your will be opposed half the time. So it's about being authentic to yourself. And then this world isn't even being authentic. So you don't want to copy it. Or look for its approval. Its level of approval is subpar. Actually, no, it's not. It's just above subpar. Which is not sub or par. Above subpar is par above par. It's just above par. The world's just good. It's just not a piece of shit. So that if you copied it, you'll actually be taken on a self-education ride. Because it's all you. Reflected and mirrored. William? Is William's dad a priest? That's awesome. Is he really? I mean, unless M... So is M... I'm going to pretend M is M theory. The quantum enlightenment. Saying that priests know what they're talking about. But they kind of do. Everyone is just a reflection of you. So, if you can either or you can. It's your call. It's free will. We got this info off Wikipedia. You got this info off Wikipedia. William, it's funny. That's actually funny. It's like, I'm going to say that in future. We're like, how do you get so clever, Garth? How do you get so smart, enlightened? Like, Wikipedia. I went and said, who is Garth 217? And then I read it, and I made it up on the spot, simultaneously, like the never-ending story. I was like, he's an ascended master, a composite of all of humanity's greatest qualities, but he has a golden heart and reflects it back to everybody, the way he would like it reflected back to him. Almost like a Christ-conscious being. Oh, fuck. Where are we? I just woke up like I was having a dream about myself. I was a TikTok person. I actually... And then in my dream, I had this super adept, enlightened, cool person named Karen. No. Are you Christian? No. No. Christ consciousness is a ninth dimensional awareness that the world is you, reflected. And that your relationship with yourself is the three averages swap in position to create the illusion of movement and change. But it's all you. It's a golden age where it's time to enlighten, time to wake up, William. It's time to wake you go get married. William, you're hilarious. You're basically, William, you're dealing with me as if I'm you and the things you fear if you were me. Like, I'm not going to get married and no one will take me seriously and no girl will identify with me. I've been married for 18 years to like the prettiest girl you'll ever meet. I swear she's a figment of my imagination. Like my idea of a beautiful, perfect wife. Because she is. So is my world. Sarah, sup? So, William, I'm sorted, dude. If you're authentic, William, the universe will reward you. If you're true to yourself, like the mask, you can become a superhero to yourself. But you're going to be authentic. You can't be different people for different people, William. It'll create an alignment in your own relationship with yourself. House of Dragons! Is there season 3 yet? Are we in the Matrix? You could say so. Yeah, we are, Mark. But it's a divine matrix. You must learn how it functions. The matrix is an extension of your own anatomy. So it's something to be mastered. It's you created it. You're God. And the matrix is technically a dream where you forget that to degrees. And then you can remember it while inside the place, and then you add value and potency to your ability to dream or manifest. You're always manifesting what you believe. Your balanced belief about reality is what's affecting reality. You've got a par level of belief. And if you play with that belief, I say, for example, saying, repeat the word turquoise elephant 10 times and then wait for it to rock up in your world. You'd be like, hey, wait a minute, I just thought turquoise elephant, there it is. How does this work? And then you study it. You meditate and you read books on this shit and you talk to ascended masters like myself and then you teach other people, and eventually you got a planet where there's like an abundance of self-love, which will then project onto others. Amy, you'll never miss. Amy, you're the best timing, Amy. Amy with her divine timing. So you project onto others. And then that was the projection. And then Amy, because if you project onto others, you'll never miss, because your me will be perfect. Amy, you're brilliant. You couldn't have done that better. Amy, have you seen Life is Beautiful? Cool, Crystal, I'll see you right now. I don't feel like God. Jamie, that's because you've forgotten. And you've still got a certain level of karma and alignment with your etherical bodies due to resonating with other reflections of your genetics. You're not your genetics. Your genetics are a lineage of incarnation paradigms that you've agreed to sponsor. Meaning you incarnate into it and you enhance it by illuminating within the lifetime. The entire family lineage gets enlightened. And you've got, in your family lineage, the females are technically ascended masters who just keep their mouth shut about the fact. So your gran, for example, you've got a good connection with your gran, right? Your gran on your mother's side, dark hair, very intuitive lady, extremely clever on ways you would never imagine. Do you watch Naruto? Your spirit guides are going to walk me through this one. So just talk to me quickly. I want to see if this is all accurate. Would you tell me about my spirit guides? Yeah, absolutely. So, what color? If you mix turquoise and purple, but they don't mix. They're like speckles of both. That's your dragon's main color. And then golds into I wouldn't say dark gold into bronze. You know, you get like a reddy bronze and then you get a bronzy bronze. Both. So as it darkens out, it splits into both with the lining of the dragon. You can actually go now. Do yourself a favor and go to the AI app and type in those instructions. But then its actual shape, it's funny enough. It's, there's in House of Dragons, funny enough, the one where the dragon's tail has got a split thing, and then its hind legs also have a bit of webbing. It's more, I don't know, I'm actually going to learn the different styles of dragons so that I can say, oh, it's a British dragon. Can I join the live? Never met her. Okay, Jamie. So she was like, think of somebody who knows that what they think is what's said next by the next person. And that there's like a seesaw of thinking and perceiving your world. And that your thinking is your world is your last thought turned inside out. She had a high level of knowledge of that. So she would tell nobody in the family, but when she interacted with people, she would nurture the family's heart. The family's base softness with its own interfacing whenever it spoke to anybody else. You can set up a pattern that way. By not telling somebody, and you know you're talking to yourself or you're talking to a reflection, you can add kindness to it. You can be God to yourself. You can be God to yourself, basically. And she knew that. And it would then ripple out into the family. And there's a seed in your whole family that knows it unconsciously. Technically, it's like an ascended master booby trap that'll auto trigger when you ask questions, when you go, what is life? What is reality? Who am I? What is spirit? Then the answers will start to, you'll either magnetize people to your doorstep that'll explain it to you, or you'll just start to auto-answer yourself. Certain memories in sequence will be like Easter eggs in a movie. You'll see that the world is a living library of an energetic explanation of your relationship with yourself, and that's all it is. So if you focus on honoring love, your connectedness to other, which is actually self, then you'll be technically looking from the sixth dimension into the third dimension, which is an over-reflection of yourself. And then by functioning like that, you can balance your karmas, what you define as good and bad. They'll all be good, or they'll all work together to be a harmonic synergy of goodness, and then you'll be ninth dimensional, which is what Tesla was talking about, the 369. Do you know what the red ray collective means? Wow, River, you good, eh? You good. So, Carrie, I'll tell you now, yeah. Somebody here now asked me if I know what the red ray collective is. Okay. Remember yesterday when I mentioned the color red and how orange is inside it? Yeah. Just saying, that's connected to this. And her name is River Story. Okay. And the person before I said that yesterday, was a boozer from Mississippi and made me think of Huckleberry Finn, which is a river story. Okay. Welcome to the multidimensional golden age. So yeah, I know what you mean by the red ray collective. That would be there. Oh wow, I never thought of them. I've never connected with that energy before. They're quite impressive, you know. So they'd be basically exactly what I just said, but you don't talk about it. Basically, Fight Club. Fight Club. Yeah, Fight Club. That's it. Answer's Fight Club. Final answer, Fight Club. Where a Blu-ray explained. Okay. Oh, really? That's amazing. You're amazing. That's an amazing level of enlightenment. So just think, Blu-ray, red ray is your root chakra. It's where this is real, grounded reality. Now, all of life is yin-yang, cross-pollinating, psychologically, and then replicating. And so it happens when you talk. Whatever you speak about comes to pass. If you can see the invisible energies of life, you can see how they're combining the past, the present, future. That would be your purple. If you were in a heart chakra, it would be green. There would be a green ray collective who talks only to what is being asked for from the heart, you know, and then your red ray is that. Beings who know, because you know that red, the spectrum of red, orange is 1.618 smaller, yellow is 6.1, which means we're in a fractal pocket universe. Same way that fractal lending works in banking. Our soul is a fractal into physicality. And so a red ray collective would know all of this, would know that everything is an energetic playback of your own relationship with yourself, and then would just, it would be, rule number one of the red ray collective is don't explain what the red ray collective is. That's hilarious. Rule one of Fight Club. How do you feel? Let's talk about it. Well, I kind of felt really shit when you hit me in the ear. Yo, I know, I kind of felt bad as well. I kind of got you in the cartilage. Rule number 2 of Fight Club. Let's draw pictures about Fight Club and mail them to each other. Have you heard of Project Bluebeam? That's hectic. So there's a side story when it comes to the Red Ray Collective. 5G. Have you heard of gang stalking? So there's always an alternative, eh? There's always a shadow mimic of a concept. No, coffee. Jamie. Coffee. Jamie Higgins. Do you ever watch Magnum PI? So River, you're gifted, and I just avoid them. Like, don't, like, you know, say, wait, I'm going to get paid. Be funny and obnoxious. The Red Ray Collective is nothing compared to you. You're literally God dreaming your life. You're God's gift to itself. You're a being that can perceive multidimensional intelligence simultaneously. And the humans are a project, an alien root race project, where they put 22 root races together so that God can talk to itself in clear English. So meditate. Basically. Falsities, intent that is mispresented. So in other words, if someone mispresents themselves and there's a slight, like they're only giving you 90% of the truth because they want 10%, they actually want to benefit in a way that they won't share with you. They're not clear and transparent. That's the word, clear and transparent. And you're about that. You're about clear and transparency. You're the kind of person who'd rather not have something if it means deception. Golden heart stuff, basically. There are beings who know what beings become, and then, you know, go, hey, there, you know, you could do a lot of good if you had the right team. Like, I'm eternity, I'm a singularity. Why would I say that to myself? Carry on like that, River. 100% discernment. You've never actually ever been wrong. You've only negotiated your self-definition with shadows. This world is a shadow of you. Everybody, it's a shadow of you. None of you have been wrong. So if I see dark shadow figures, sometimes, Jamie, in your case, no. And never bad. You know, in a universe that's always just you, in different capacities reflected. In fact, the physical, everything in the universe, from this cup, everything is the same thing at a different level, looking at itself from a different point of view. And so you have to, whatever you hold true is true, and if you believe there's other beings that are out to get you, then yeah, they are. And you'll end up having a sequence of experiences that'll trigger that. But only because you believe it. And the truth is, you just go, oh, like, whatever agenda they could have, you're God. You can reverse engineer their agenda and go, okay, cool, just give it to them. They don't need me to, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, a lot of times agendas are lack-driven. Their beings lack a self-definition, so they've got a belief structure that implies a story. And all it is you being presented with your superstructure so that you go, oh, okay, that's not actually a problem. And then they go, okay, it's not a problem, and then they move on. You're always being presented with your mirror. The way you see other is the way eternity sees you. And you're perfect. You are eternity and you're perfect. So you just have to see other as a God going, you know, I know you are, but what am I? And then you can that's how you alchemize. And, you know, but your perception changes. The opposite of anything true is also true. So by you going, I choose it to be this, not this, it becomes this. Thank you so much. Right back at you, River. Exactly what you just said is what I'm saying at you. From a sixth-dimensional point of view, we're one being. We built the pyramids from Ceres, we projected them, and then we created life, literally, by breathing. Our air is our spiritual connection to our mind, and all is mind. So what you just said to me, I am saying to you, because that is how the universe feels about you, and I'm an ascended master. You've actually got a clarity message that'll make people see that you are them. You're them tomorrow morning. You're them after a day of insight. River. So exactly that. To know that, to know you is to love you, basically. And you are your message. You're the embodiment of every time something wasn't loved. All of those little moments added together. It's like the nine lepers going back and setting up a surprise party for Jesus. Jesus like, only one of you came back and thanked me. Meantime, the other 9 went off to go set up a surprise party. That kind of thing. Like it's like you're the embodiment that the universe will never forget about itself, and it's been conspiring to love itself even more than you could imagine, basically. So thank you, River. So our subconscious reinforces your subconscious and unconscious dance, and they actually are your conscious. When you're dealing with one, the other two are basically trying to balance the one that you're doing, just like your past, present, and future. There's triangulations, tetrahedrons in reality, and 4 triangles, the pyramid, is your masculine future, masculine past, trying to balance itself with its feminine past, feminine future. And that's just active and passive energies, feminine and masculine. And so you will incarnate as a man, trying to balance your feminine past, and that's why there's the LGBT thing kicking in. Because we're energy, we're spirit, we're not physical. Humans are like, oh, the human race is, fuck the human race, man, it's a side project. Meaning, it's a side echo, holographic echo. It's secondary to what we are spiritually. We're here to learn the word of God, basically. And you do that through authenticity. It's like, what do you mean? If I have to be authentic, then I have to tell people that I'm a broomstick who identifies like this, and I'm attracted to, females on Tuesdays, only at nighttime. How do I tell people that? It's like, just do it. Because whatever your unique setting is, and if you're authentic and you love your son, then I might tell other people, go, hey, wait a minute, if he can do that, I can do, basically shine your light. Authenticity shines your light that gives other people the permission to shine their light. The way that light is set is none of your business. It's none of our business to crit each other's micromanaging of our same difference. Subconscious, how are you? It's up, Jamie! Amazing. The etherical realms, the spiritual weather, it's amazing. This week is like kind of even keeled with slight upgrades. There's a sense of, like if you're on a journey somewhere and you're almost there and you want to look up just because you get a first glimpse of the place. Feels like that. Slightly enthusiastic. I didn't make soup yesterday, no. This guy I've been counting. Wait, is it the same one, Amy? Is it the same one? Sup, KK, sup. Being from Dewey. Sup. Is that like Dewey as in Malcolm in the Middle, Dewey? Or was it a place? V. Bing from Dewey, Arizona. Same one. Amy, it's a hectic one, eh? I know what to say to you. There's a 40% where it's great and you have fun and no. But it's a karmic lesson and better self-maintenance that you could be better off avoiding. But then again, Amy, I don't know what to say to you. Humans aren't like we say we are. Humans go, I don't like that because he's drama. Meantime, it's like the God in you's going, drama. I'm never, as God, I'm bored and lonely. I want to have drama with somebody. I want to love him. I want him to go, no, I love you. I want him banging on my front door at 3 in the morning. You get those relationships, trauma bonding, which is fun because nothing means anything at the end of the day. And then you get the relationships, which can be a bit boring, respectful. Humans are hectic. We're made up of two things, basically, and we say one thing and the other thing entertains us. So, Amy, it is drama. It is going to be drama. It can be fun. There'll be good moments, there'll be fun moments. Lots of joy, lots of passion. But it's one of those, clear as day. And so 60% spirit guides are saying avoid, avoid, avoid. And then 40%, it's an opportunity to grow. You know, just don't disappoint him ever. That's the situation, unfortunately, Amy. He's got a 3-year-old energy still in him that doesn't work nice. We all do, don't we? Hey, Amy, you said to go, I'm also like that. If you do that, then it'll be fun and you'll have a lovely time. But you know what I'm saying? It's that. So just, make your decision clearly based on knowing what it is. And it's not, don't have to be purely avoided. Because we're all selfish pieces of shit who have to have things our own way. So let's not pretend we're not that way. Otherwise you'll tweak and he will hyper mirror you. You'll go, he's not supposed to be like this. And then he'll go, you're not supposed to be like this. And then that's what relationships are. They're karmic lessons of better self-maintenance, so you treat yourself better. Please explain Mother God, Mother Feminine, how to communicate to her. Wow, okay. That's a very profound question, the Divine Feminine that's now returned. Okay, that's a very good question. I'm just going to change gears quickly. I'm going to become much more reverent. The Divine Mother is a whole nother conversation. Krishna, who's like super duper God incarnator, who can beyond manifest and is 5,000 years ago, he existed. His whole motivation, Jesus, I don't know what is his motivation the whole time? Did he have a purpose? To please the Father's will, to do the Father's will, the Father's bidding. Krishna's mission was to please Radha, which is his feminine counterpart. The Divine Feminine doesn't impress, it doesn't make noises, it doesn't do. It knows divine order, divine alignment. And when you become cognitive of divine alignment, you basically rest in her. You rest in her bosom, is a way to poetically say it. And then Krishna would get her fragrance, the Divine Feminine fragrance, and then he knew he was pleasing her. He was resonating with a higher vibration. Remember Jesus goes, you could not live on bread alone, but by the word of God. The word of God is just a higher vibration. Bread is anything physical. Eat my flesh, physical. You cannot mentally consume the physical the whole time. That's what he meant by eat my flesh, drink my blood. It wasn't actually a thing. God damn it. Fucking weirdos. Anyway, by the precious blood of Jesus, I'm like, yo, calm down. It sounds like a demonic ritual. Jesus. Anyway, what were we saying again? He's one of my daughter's teachers and he's just taken. Ooh. Amy, I don't know what to say now. Carly, Sophia. So yeah, those are her expressions. She has, every being has a threefold flame, a threefold nature. So the Divine Feminine can Kali, Sophia, yes, which would be Vishnu, the maintainer. So you've got Brahm, the creator. You got Vishnu, the maintainer, and then Shiva or Kali would be the destroyer. And that's creation. You conceive, perceive, achieve, and then that's your triangulation of experience. God likes to create, maintain, destroy. And that Trinity is found in everything. In fact, there's a feminine destruction, feminine creation, and those would be your 6. That's your Star of David. That's the Seal of Solomon, 2 triangles. Your being has two Merkubas or two triangles in opposite, three-dimensional ones that spin in opposite directions. It's like spirit pouring into matter. Hence, you can have pyramid is the last shape that energy takes before it turns into matter. Well, that's the thing. You nailed it, KK. Because K, as in this year, 15th of January, we went into a golden age. And recently, about a month and a half, 40 days ago, the divine feminine was grounded and aligned. People have access to it now. So you're extremely on point psychically. Like, energetically, your spirit guide team and your ancestors are, like, you could model it. You could model an enlightenment journey on your, you can call it a matrix, but it's a divine matrix. It's a matrix of light that feeds higher knowledge to itself on the lower levels, and then the lower levels become a physical reflection of what the higher dimensions are about. And the lower dimensions, above so below. Everything's mirrored. It's one being in a giant fractal holographic echo back. And then light and sound are the same thing at 40 octaves difference. So there's also a truth where light and sound are having a standoff and crystallizing. Hence, this is crystallized light based on finding balance with its own sound. Do you speak to her? I always know the father, the mother's. No, I don't speak to her. No. She's the Divine Mother leaves an impression. Like, for example, this is the Divine Mother. Let me explain how the Divine Mother would work. When it comes to questions. Okay, this is the Divine Mother. Okay. You are perfect. You are perfect in every way. Everything is. There's nothing, you're your divine perfect light. Your fabric of reality is flawless. What you're doing with it is irrelevant. Okay? So now if you want to know something, it means you're not perfect. The Divine Mother is this. Okay, the Divine Father will go, what's the meaning of life? And the answer is the Divine Mother, meaning the Divine Father will go, what's the meaning of life? The mother will go, you are. She'll do an exact inversion of your sound, which is disturbance. So the reversal of a question is a completion, is an answer. The Divine Feminine is that. If you're subtle and reverent, you won't have to ask a question. Before your question can arise, the Mother will answer. So therefore, to be all-knowing is to rest in the Divine Feminine's bosom.
I love you. See you later.
Love you more.
Day.
Cool timing, eh? Why? You said rest in the Divine Mother's bosom, and then the pretty girl kissed you goodbye. I love you. I'll speak to you later.
See you later.
I used to join all your lies before, not even joking. Julia! You actually remember, Julia. Good morning. And then, Julia, your name is a theme at the moment. Funny enough. Why canon event? As in Juliette Lewis has popped up recently. Strange Days, the movie. Romeo and Juliet. It's a theme. My first girlfriend out of school, Julia. It's just popped up all over the place. There's two songs, one by Wet Wet Wet, one by Chris Rea. It's just a theme. It's an energetic, impersonal theme at the moment. The name. Sup, cat? Yo, it's been forever. I can't believe I've been so long for you. I hope you're good. Dun, 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 dun. So what are we talking about? Divine Feminine. Da, da, da. That's it basically. So you got your feminine expression and your masculine expression of energy. Yin and yang. Then you got the yin perceiving the yang and the yang perceiving the yin, which will be the masculine past or the feminine future, and vice versa. And so your whole concept now is to balance your psychological relationship with yourself and your world. Your internal relationship and your external is the same. Balance them. You balance your pyramid complex. You go fifth dimensional. To balance those four energies is to become energy. You're no longer physical. Physical reality is a reflection of your mind or your God's face on the surface of the water. You can now walk on the water psychologically. You won't be sinking into the quicksands of time psychologically. Everything is psychological. Everything is mind. So father, mother theme. So theme, ask, mother theme, weep. Not really. No, anything, I don't know what weeping has anything to do with anything. Yo, Julia and Diana, no ways. Is this the same Julia? Julia, did you hear what I just fucking said? Excuse my language, Julia. But Julia, what did Garth just say? Garth's a goddamn prophet. I know, shut up. Who said that? I didn't. No, really. Garth just said, I just said, Julia's a theme. And then a Julia and a Dana show up. Party on, Garth. What? Party on, Wayne. Get it? I'm Garth. Dana Carvery. Julia. I know my world is wane, hence waxing and waning. The moon waxes and wanes. It reveals itself. It reveals my reflection and then hides my reflection. Garth is a reference to Agartha, a six-dimensional version of Earth's energy. It's like Wayne's basement, but it's not Wayne's basement. It's a haiku. Cool, eh? No, but Karen, it's quite cool that I said Julias are a theme before the second Julia rocked up. Just saying. Oh, I'm about to kiss Julia. No, don't. Why? How's that got to do anything? Great, this Julia is a troublemaker. Oh, I get it. Kiss. Keep it simple, silly. Yo, what's up, Julia? Pretty funny, yeah? So now, everything I say, does it happen? Yes. Just like I won the lotto 3 times in a row. 3 days in a row. You can't. Yes, you can. You can rig the matrix any way you want once you realize it's all you. I want to see Neo and Smith play kissy face. Trinity's like, you bastards. I trusted you. You know, Neo and Smith need to start a gang. Get the Merovingian involved. Because you know that Morpheus dude's up to no good. He probably told the Keymaker he was Neo and then locked him in a little thing in the sewers. You know Trinity's a prostitute. Working for the, I don't know, some weird Morpheus gang. It's a gaslighting basically, just like the Jedi, and Dumbledore. Wax Queen Nikki, can you do an accent challenge? Oh, that's hilarious. Accent challenge. Not really. I don't really do Tom. I don't really do entertaining during my lives. They are both real. Yeah. It's true. Everything that can possibly exist exists in a pocket universe somewhere. Thank you, Tom. But Tom, for 6 months now, I haven't done my content, if you know what I'm saying. I spent 4 years getting kind of a good following doing my content, and in the beginning of this year, my passion was embraced. Jedi, they're the same. Oh yeah, they are both real. Or the Jedi are real, and Dumbledore is real. I guess, yes. Ultimately, everything exists somewhere. Some people are channeling when they write stories. The multidimensional, universal, impersonal relationship with itself is where the stories come from. Hero of the 1,000 Faces. It's always 8 phases in a story. 8 phases of revealing. The moon, does the moon have 8 phases? It's got 14 days. Can you cut that into 4? You can't cut 14 into 4. You probably can, and it'll just be a fractal number that completes every 13 cycles. It is. It's a fractal number that completes every 13 cycles. Hence, they need to put the frickin' feminine back into the calendar. They do. They need to make it 13 months, 28 days a month. Otherwise, they've technically thrown the feminine cycle out of it, which is fine, because it's still there. Maybe you hide something when you want the collective to become conscious of it. So you suppress the feminine so that we become cognitive of the feminine. How do you feel having 259 followers? It's an illusion. You become famous when and then you realize there's no one around but you. Funny enough. What's your knowledge of the Jedis? My knowledge of the Jedi. What do you mean? As in the Star Wars? It's quite good. It's quite good. Favorite book that I've read, Holly, that's a great question. Probably the Celestine Prophecy. Yeah, probably the Celestine Prophecy. It's the book that got this all started. You know. Just got a huge tip on crypto. Let's go. Crystal, tip is in like a good idea to buy some coin. Or a tip is in someone gave you a tip. They tip you with it. Or they say, hey, listen. Boob coin. What? Yeah, boob coin. Get boob coin. God, that's rude. No, it's not. It's good. Get boob coin. Get cum coin. Get... I'm not joking. Someone told me to do it yesterday on Twitter. These 4 coins that are all naughty. You know humans. You think humans aren't going to buy those coins? I got some tit coin. Ah! We're all going to get rich from being childish. I'll trade you 2 tit coins for a birth. Say no. And that's just, we could have done that with anything. The humans could have covered up the heart chakra. You know, walked around with our junk hanging out for millennia and be nothing. Don't bore me with your stupid, ugly, dangly parts. You know, and then we'd be like, ooh, show me your heart chakra. I'll give you some money, you dirty little monkey. You know, embrace reality as an extension of yourself. Yeah. Do that. Because it's all about supply and demand. I'm not saying cultures would have looked cool running around with our weird parts hanging out. I'm just saying, you could cover elbows up and elbows will become like a contraband. Okay, man, show me your elbows, bro. No, you disgusting. I'm going to show you my elbows, man. I was raised good. Well, speaking of which, I think they went too far yesterday in England. Was it England? Terrible. Now, that's disgusting. What it was. They had some sort of pride march, but everyone was running around naked. Actually naked. Which I don't have a problem with, and if there weren't freaking 18-year-olds and down in this world. Can't the children get raised on another moon or something? And then no, they don't have any access to our internet? See, the problem with adults is children. Where do adults come from? I don't know. We're going to stop eating apples in the Garden of Eden. We don't have to replicate. We can walk in and out of existence. We don't have to actually breed. It's very archaic. Breeding shit you humans do. Shut up, God. I love my children. They're a reflection of your sin. That's not true. It is. Adam and Eve ate the apple. God's like, get out of the garden, give birth, and work hard. Till the land, you shits. And cover up. Dirty genitals. Arr, arr. God approves. Seal of approval. Da-na-na. So wait, Crystal, did you... I know. See, I wanted to go back to Crystal now, and she says, see my comment. Go on Deck's screen and buy... Have they made that coin? Shit, yeah. They made that coin. Who made it? I hope she made it. I don't like it if someone else made it. I hope she gets to benefit. What's it trading at right now? Did you see, Crystal, did you see the other video that I shared? It's so funny. They're like, what's one move you must do in bed? And she's like, you gotta warm it up. You gotta warm it up like a fire. You gotta warm it up. You gotta grab it like a rattlesnake and bite its head off. You gotta He's hilarious. You gotta punch it. You gotta punch it enough, punch it hard, you gotta punch. She's hilarious. And the thing is, I thought that was hilarious, and everyone's like, oh, she just wants to be famous like the Hak Tui girl. I'm like, no, that is hilarious. That was even funnier than the Hak Tui girl. The Hak Tui girl just hit a certain zeitgeist where the collective needed to laugh at itself. It needed to laugh at what it suppresses. But the other girl was hilarious, where she's like, like a piece of corn. You gotta warm it up like a fire. You gotta punch it, you gotta grab it like a rattlesnake and bite its head off. Like, who bites a rattlesnake's head off? I wonder the last time someone actually bit a rattlesnake. I wonder if anyone's ever bit a rattlesnake's head off. No. Oh, maybe bit its neck, not the actual head. That's not pride. It's not. That's corn. Exactly, Garden. Thank you. You are getting out of hand. Please recreate access. I will do that. Is already. Please recreate vaccine challenge. I will, but not on my live. There it is. When did it get launched? Like today? Oh, and it's cheap, you legend, you genius. You're a genius, Crystal. And then you say, where deck something, where do I buy it? I'm struggling. Had a rattlesnake in my dream yesterday. Funny, eh? KK? My guides did that. My spirit guides give me ideas that I talk about, and then I know that it overlaps with other people's experiences and thoughts, because we're all sharing one hive mind. And then you go, God, how do you do that? And then I teach. I don't teach, I remind you what you already know. You're just letting me teach you so I can feel special. Wait, where's the coin dex screen? There it is. I want whoever comes up with a exchange where you can load money from PayPal and then buy your crypto, that person's gonna make money. Is this? Do you connect your bank to this setup? Ooh, wow. Ooh, wow, this is nice. No. Oh, inside my mind. Yeah, already up 20%. So it's gonna go. It's gonna go. It's word of mouth. People are just gonna get it for the sake of getting it. Yeah, look at this movement. It's such a nice movement. People are gonna use it to generate cash. It's like this is so fun. I know how this world's gonna get rich. Let's put it this way. I know how this world's gonna get out of debt to itself. When everybody has the knowledge, we will all be quicker than the speed of light, which is the same as being quicker than a month, meaning we're quicker than the time it takes for bills to arrive. Energetically, karmically, we won't be incurring karmic bills, and then our relationship with basically quantum financing will be the same as our relationship with reality, and we'll all be banks technically. And anyone who, I love it. I love the mind that goes, what the fuck did you just say? I'm like, and I get that the gaps that are in what I said. I get how a mind can go, that's ridiculous, you're stupid. And I can get how another mind can go, oh, no, it actually makes so much sense. Oh, it's a boat that doesn't row equally goes in circles. A boat that has its internal and external understanding balanced will row straight. Meditation, very important, Tom. Very important. I got a lot of opinions about it, and I teach about it, and I know I have a lot of knowledge on it. And I'm not just going to open-endedly talk about meditation right now. Buy my coins, man. So I'm on deck screen, and I got the coin. I'm trying to see where would I buy, where would I create an account? Oh, here we go, sign in. Yeah. Pleasure, KK. Thank you for sharing your Jedi power. Thank you, Tom. I appreciate you. Sorry, Tom, that I'm not so interactive. I'm being slightly aloof, actually. Sorry, Tom. And then, Tom, what about the weird universal conversations that I'm always having, besides the face stuff? I prefer the face stuff, because the face stuff is the other stuff. It's just, then, it's like humans are habits, and then that habit puts a human in a trance, and that trance prevents you from actually seeing reality as it truly is. So the stuff that I teach is the reversal of that. But the facial things are actually a reversal of how people over-emotionally react to their experiences, and therefore block the perception that their experiences are a replay of their own experiences. So you're actually just overreacting to an overreaction, and it's all you. And then to do this, humans go like, oh. The degree to which you don't know that you're doing that, I will affect you. The person who really doesn't know that's going to go, fucking stop that. And the person who does know it's going to go, that's hilarious. Because they'll feel their etherical body being almost controlled by it, but not. Because they know that's a reflection. There's a fine line there, like a 0 point where you get it or you don't. And you're either playing along with life, or you're the one toning life, creating it, creating the events. You either get that or you don't. And if you don't get it, the events are designed to make you get it. Yeah, ignoring the Jedi question. At this point, KK, I am an Ascended Master and this is my job and I don't just teach for free. If one of my subscribers asked a question, I'd be more inclined to go give a long explanation. You know, or a gift. This knowledge is real, money's fake. Basically. So I tend to explain and then stop mid-sentence and go, your free trial has ended. Just when the person's like, okay, then what happens? Then what you do is you have an energetic flow that pops in, and you can actually reverse it and make yourself weightless. Once you can do that, psychologically, you can think without words. Words imply the opposite. You can literally levitate. Now, to levitate, that ends your free trial. Wait, I was about to how do you levitate? I'm sorry, I can't argue with you any longer. But that wasn't an argument. Yes, it was. That was 5 minutes. No, it wasn't. Yes, it was. It's a Monty Python where the guy's like, I want to argue. You want to argue? And so basically the guy goes around trying to pay for arguments. And he's like, sorry, time's up. Can't argue with you unless you pay. I wish I could subscribe, but I don't have the money to. It's okay, Tom. Appreciate you. As in, I don't know what to say. What do I say to that? Like, I also do wish you had money. I wish everybody had the money. It would be cool. Oh, yeah, how I seen you. What's up, Heather? No one said anything about arguing, KK. Oh, you mean by disagreeing? Oh, I got what you're saying. By carrying on, some people might have perceived it as arguing. Thank you. I'm very sensitive. I'm that kind of person. They'd be like, stop arguing with me. I'm not having a discussion, that kind of thing. But I wouldn't have registered that as an argument. This is such a cool thing, hey, Crystal? Deck Screener. It's got a great real-time monitoring of it. Da 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 da. My coffee black and my bird at 3. You're too good for me. So yeah, there's nothing, this next 6 days or so, you go on to X, nothing's happening, I can guarantee it. No celebrities are going to die. You're going to feel like you're stuck in an echo when it comes to Trump and Biden. Do yourself a favor, don't even listen. If it's Trump-Biden topic, move on. Just move. Scroll, don't entertain it, don't repeat the words. This is all they're going to do to you for the next 6 days. It's like, give me a guess, you've got 8 things to choose from. Can't you just open them all up, let me read them once, and then you fuck off? Because that's what the news cycle is going to do. Biden was slow, but and Trump was a liar. But when you're slow, you lie. It's a psychological attack on you. It's them trying to take the piss out of your own mind. One part of your mind lies, and the other part of it doesn't know what to do because it wants to get along with the side that lies. And you've had it in your face, and then sure, I don't know if people are stupid or they're paid, to bullshit themselves. Because then all those conversations will dumb you down, brain rot. Avoid it. Yeah, don't listen to any of it. Don't refuse. Go, oh, thank you, no, thank you. Thank you, no, thank you. Like it's a balance test. So And the balance is when the thing gets brought to you, do you just move or do you go, what is this? Maybe they'll say it differently this time. Or I'd say what differently? Trump lied, Biden really not right. But then, Trump lies. The bottom line is both very unimpressive. And then what you want to do is you want to give Kennedy a lot of attention. Because if you do that, he will auto pop into the minds of other people. You can actually hijack a planet, literally, by ignoring the variables out that you don't want to expand on and entertaining the variables you do want to expand on. The hive mind will resonate with you. You're in your own universe, technically, by yourself. My inner Trump and my inner Biden need to put on a show now. Put a bad taste in everybody's mouth. Yo! Shot so much for the ice creams and the TikToks and the GGs and the music play and the fella muncher. Such a name. Fella muncher. What's up, fella muncher? Yo, you're making it rain here, bro. So put a bad taste in everyone's mouth. Everyone will go, I don't like those two people anymore. And then they'll look around and they'll be like, who's that guy? What? He sued Monsanto 3 times and won. What? Who's this guy? How are they suppressing Kennedy? And then that's what everyone's going to feel. And in a way, it's part of a setup, so that you feel like he's being suppressed, so that you think you go there. In other words, it's a psyops created by me. I'm using the same techniques that they used to create a psyops to make Kennedy my president. What do you mean your president? American president? Whatever, man. America's one place. Everywhere's what? China is, everything's, from a higher dimensional being, it's all one location. Now, here with me, always has been. Thank you, fella. I really appreciate you. I'm ready to see your imagination of that mystery. Hey, did you remember that from 2 days ago? I ended up doing it and then getting distracted and not actually downloading it. I'll do it again. It ended up just being a tree with mist emanating out of it. Where did I put it? So are you voting Kennedy? I'm not. No, that's the thing. I'm a Tom. I'm an alien intelligence. You know your alien crash spaceships that crash on your planet? And your governments reverse engineer it? I'm the ghost in the wall, basically. I'm an Aquarian avatar. Kalki avatar, if you want to look me up. And so, if Earth was one energy field, holographic, I'm basically tampering with American elections, okay? If you even believe America's real, meaning physical reality is a hologram, so that the humans are in cults, cultural pockets of thought that's been designed that way through the education system. So all the conspiracies are real without the conspiracies being people generated. People aren't things. People are energetic systems that mirror other energetic systems, and their back and forth is illusionary. And if you can ascend up the dimensions and perceive energy from a higher dimension, you'll see what I'm talking about. Yo, is anything Mia wants to say? And good morning, Sierra. Sorry, I didn't say hi. I'm just going straight into what Mia's on about. She's going to make you laugh, eh, Sierra, when she grows up. She's going to make you laugh a lot. This is what she did, basically. She went like this. She went... Don't forget to love yourself. Basically, she did a four, basically getting your attention, poise. She did it 4 times, and very humorous. Don't forget to love yourself. That's all everything is about. Don't forget to love yourself. Don't forget to consider yourself. All of that's her message here, because she loves herself. So you better love yourself. Basically, I can't explain it to you. Just love yourself, balance love. You can only give and receive the love that you give, that you're willing to accept from yourself. So very much a conductor. She's very much everyone's attention. Got your poise ready? Love yourself. That's her message. She's the embodiment of that, and of delivering that message in a very humorous way. So we are all, I think. Subnoble. Thought is the source of all motion. Yes. Because thought creates the illusion of difference. So therefore, change in motion is dimensional. Is holographic realignment, repurposing, correct. And if you can see through the difference as not different, you're technically ascending, because then your reality that you perceive will give you you're feeding on higher light. The higher light will then revisit you later in the form of higher lessons, higher insights. Yes, form is illusion. Do you have high EQ? All mine are off the charts. You get spatial intelligence, emotional, logical. You get lots of IQs. Lots of quotas, lots of intelligence quotas, and they all affect each other. I'm past 200 IQ, so I shift realities with my thoughts. I don't. No, I'm off the intelligence, the physicality intelligence chart. I'm alien intelligence. I'm your planet's fucking overlord creature being. I'm everything and everyone, always have been. God, you. I'm here to teach that. That's it. I don't know what to say after that. You know this. You just, there's a part of you inside you that's the same thing. Able to move things with my mind, absolutely. That's early stages. What's she gets at? Meckle. And she likes to claw my legs these last 2 mornings. It's just the strangest thing. She never used to do that. Like literally making biscuits, but she's clawing me. Thank you. She's chilled out now. Sierra, yeah, definitely. Did you just... Sierra, Mia would love you to do that. Would love you to get a cat. Cats are very cool energetically. They keep their space clear, if you know what I'm saying. They sleep a lot because they do their work when they're sleeping. And Mia's actually asking for a cat. So if it's not ridiculously inconvenient, you're not going to cause trouble. Mia's just, I said that. Mia just literally goes, if it's not going to... She doesn't know the logistics of the world yet. She doesn't actually know, listen, you stay here, this is who rents the house, this is who would be upset, this is who wouldn't. She doesn't know any of that. So she's aware that people can upset people by wanting things that they shouldn't want. She's going to be so... and that sounds, it sounds stupid to say Sierra, but she's such a blessing. The word blessing sounds dumb in comparison to what she is. Oh man. I already use fancy words, Sierra. I don't know how to honor her anymore. I already say things like you're God's gift to yourself. So I don't know how to honor her. Sierra. Mia goes, yes, Garth, she gets it. I hope you get it, Sierra. Do you get it? You get what I'm trying to say? Because Mia's saying to me, oh, your mom gets it. She's at least 3 orders of divinity above you. Yeah, according to the way Mia's so funny. She knows I don't think in those terms, in orders of better or worse. Or everything's undifferentiated consciousness. But you actually... Sierra, if you and I were just describing a train, you're standing next to the train. I can see the train on the horizon. You do represent a higher order of energy. In all of us, exactly, the all-seeing eye, exactly. Wayne, will you psyop CIA people? I love you. Guys, who was here for this full experience? Barbara, thank you so much for the hat and the thingy and the cowboy stash and the stash. And congratulations, Barbara. I haven't properly congratulated you for finishing your course. Congratulations. But listen, everybody. Everyone be quiet. Listen. You guys hear earlier on when I said Agatha, Wayne's World, and then I said there's Julia as a theme, and then another Julia rocked up, and then I said Garth, Wayne's World, and waxing and waning, the universe is revealing you and unrevealing. Karen, legend. Karen is my Jehovah's Witness. What do you mean? Your six-dimensional energetic body is Jehovah. It's your Jehovian body, energetic body. It's very jealous because it's the only thing in creation, actually. It flips around. It's you back to front. That's what your in-breath and out-breath is. Your in-breath is, I'm everything, I'm nothing. I'm everything, I'm nothing. Your Jehovian body is in flux. The flux capacitor in Back to the Future represents that. So anyone who witnesses the you in others is your Jehovah's Witness. Jehovah's Witnesses aren't wrong. No, neither are Scientologists, neither are. Everybody's right. You just got to choose to see yourself in everything and it'll reveal itself to you. Exactly, Wayne. Party on. Party on, Wayne. Exactly. It's exactly that, cat. Party on, Wayne. It's like we're in Wayne's basement, but it's not Wayne's basement. Da, 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 da. You can't get a black and white cat. Sierra, is it actually, yeah, you can't, so technically you can't get a cat, because it's not practical. Unless a black and white cat rocked up your back door. Who's the person whose heart we have to soften so you can keep the cat? I'm going to go to work on that person. No, you're not getting a cat. Okay, you can let the cat stay. You know, it's always that person who's like loves the cat the most. Wait, who's a Nurak? Was that name mentioned? Equal opposite equilibrium radio and Genero active. Sure, Wayne, you enlightened as well. Yeah, you gotta, Wayne, your spirit guides say Wayne's literally they say you're a spiritual cowboy. You shoot from the hip. That's such a weird thing to say. I am tied to source. Yeah, cowboy. Cows are holy. Basically, you're actually a cowboy. Holy. I would be me as dad. Oh, really? Sierra, don't overreact if one of them brings a black and white cat home. Don't overreact, okay? You can act like me, don't. Just be calm. Go, oh, you've arrived. Balthazar, name him Balthazar. My whole body's goosebumped now. Sierra. I'll physically actually start crying when you show me a video of him. Balthazar, yeah. He's on his way. And it'll be one of the men, the father or the dad, that's gonna bring it home. I'm not gonna tell you more because it'll be, you don't wanna, if I tell you more it'll increase the chance of you going, oh my god, you don't wanna do that. We gotta, even me, I'm talking to you and I'm talking to me, I need to learn to go stealth mode. Just because we're God and we can change reality and we can do things doesn't mean we must take credit for it when it happens. When something cool happens, a miracle happens, you go, I did it, I thought about it, and I said, listen. It ruins the fun for other people. And the fun you can create and the joy and the happiness is what it's going to return to you, so that you can then use that to create more. You're going to find out what you love in this universe, you're going to give it away. Don't take credit for it. And when the credit returns to you 3-fold and 10-fold, you'll use that to do it again. This is how you become the embodiment of your highest idea of God. You're proud of yourself, aren't you? Oh, I am. The part that asked the question is the collective. That basically walked me to this awareness. So I'll always be grateful to the collective. There is no collective. I know there's no collective. That's the point. You can still, for those who still deal with collectives and others, we can talk their terms. How many spheres are there? 9 singing spheres. Yo, ticket account got deleted. I have to create a new one. Rita! So I'm relatively distracted, Rita, because you've been here for a while. And I haven't said hi properly. I work at a cowboy bar. That's hilarious, Cash. Because cow goes goes moo. Moo backwards is om. The whole universe's vibration is om at different frequencies. And that's why cows are holy. Well, Hindu made cows holy, but cows are holy. Magic mushrooms first grew in cow shit. Holy shit, that's good shit. I know where heaven is. Where? In a cow's ass. Tesla, Einstein, Newton all gave this info from a source, correct. And they just explained it from a different point of view. So you can take a universal translator, everything equals self. And then you can look at the universe. So any music that comes out, any movies that have been made about you. And you go, that's fucked up. Higher dimension, it's true. Lower dimension, you're narcissistic. It's not about you. It's about women's struggles. There are no women. It's all an illusion. So woman would be the yin yang dancing with the yang yin. And there's just combinations of ones and noughts. On, off. Female being off. Male being on. But if on in an illusion doesn't mean anything, it's not a compliment. In fact, you want to be off. Jesus even Sananda, Jesus says, know the masculine, live by the feminine. Live by the once removed. Because then creation will mirror you. You won't be externalizing your God. If you externalize your God, you're going to end up worshipping your limitations. Create a religion out of it. And if your limitations and somebody else's limitations have to do battle, oh, that sounds like Armageddon. But once you can understand that, the arm of an age is done. It's not a negative prophecy. It's an ascension prophecy. You're alchemizing it from lead, from poison into gold. He said that where? In the Aquarian Gospel. Which is the Akashic record recording of the missing years. Well, it's a full Jesus story, but it's also the missing years. The 18 years where he 12 years old to 30. Where the 3 wise men fetched him to go on tour. He went on a ley line tour around the planet to all the different holy sites. I'm dumb but have spiritual knowledge. You are very smart. Yeah, but wait, I hear what you're saying. Thank you, but also, it's not that complicated. It's not, you know what I mean? A simple understanding it's the same as a complicated understanding. Difference isn't different, that's what I'm trying to say. If you see contrast, if you see difference, you can use that to learn and to integrate. Love integrates. It into thingies, it doesn't reject. But then again, there's different degrees of love. In fact, hate could be a form of love. All is actually love, everything else is illusion. And what you make of it, what you hold true, everything holds true. So God said in the Old Testament even, what you hold true on earth abide in heaven. Where is heaven? Inside you. Wait a minute, am I God? Yes, that's right. And then we just repeat this information over and over again. No, Wayne, it's not, you're not going to get out of here. You're going to transform what you can define as here. This is heaven. So you go, what's the difference between what this is and what you would want it to be? What's the difference? Now that difference is a Pythagorean triangulation. All things will work together for that. Romans 8:28, all things work together for good for those who love the Lord. The Lord is your inner light. Ascension is exactly that. You're already ascending, Wayne. You're already ascending. You're already a higher order of energy that doesn't overly identify with physicality. That's ascension. Now you're going to entertain thoughts of higher light, not identification. Those thoughts will create events that will bring in more light, that will ascend you even higher. You've got a very balanced karma setup. Here is a reflection of you. And then the more divine the reflection, the more, the more heavenly this place becomes. And you'll see it reflected in economy and in lack of war and lack of conflict, basically. I'd love to see you debate someone. Yes, I would as well. I'll walk circles over anyone really, because it's unfair. I know where their argument, what the grounding of their argument is, and I can see their blind spots. So kind of like Ben Shapiro, just I will unravel their techniques in front of them so that it's a thumb war with myself, and I can control both thumbs. It's not fair. It's not a debate really. It's more like Empress, good morning. Lack of disease, exactly that. Cassandra, it's so good, guys. We were talking about Wayne's World and Garth and Wayne's World, and who's the girl in Wayne's World? Cassandra, and her name was Cassandra. Funny, hey? Guys, we're living in instant manifestation. Remember the time we all stopped watching Garth's live and went and bought a lotto ticket and we all won? Dun dun dun. She was the best, Cassandra. She was rad. And the girl in the corner, everyone ignores, and she's the passionate one. And the boy in the and the ballroom blitz. And her name was Cassandra. Camera 1, camera 2. It was the best. I remember laughing so hard at Wayne's World 2. I went to go watch it by myself, sat in the front with my popcorn and my Coke, and then Garth's like, I would like order it with the side of, and I was like, and I remember laughing, and then every time he stopped, I'd laugh again, and he made me, that was the first time in a movie where I laughed on my laugh, like 3 times. Basically, I was like basically choking on my popcorn. Such a good movie, man. That's where it all started for me, Wayne's World. Comedy, 92. I watched In Living Colour a lot. Copy Jim Carrey's Marshall Bill. And then basically 2 years later, Jim Carrey becomes famous. And I'm like, hey, that's the guy that I was copying from In Living Colour. And that was the beginning of me entertaining things and then those things becoming hyper things on the planet. What's that? Yeah. If I entertain something, it expands. If I entertain Trump, he wins. Those kinds of details. I decide the planet needs to be shut down, everyone needs to get put in their houses. Oh my God, suddenly there's a pandemic. A pandemic of the unenlightened. A COVID was a combined video. Humans that didn't know this was all a mirror of self made a combined video. And it was actually, the leaders didn't conspire. They were actually afraid of something they didn't understand energetically. It was a bunch of liars believing each other. Who? Exactly. Who? Yeah, exactly. The CDC, Fauci, all those people. The establishment was basically a bunch of charlatans that created a hive mind that worked together with what they held true. So now we understand the lower, humans' collective lower mind. And we won't take our attention off of it now. It's fun. So you can say it's the deep state, but it's really just our collective ignorance posing as a being. Our deep state. Our relationship with ourselves. God, you fucking legend. Shut up. I love you. Stop talking yourself in front of people. You stop talking yourself in front of people. Who else is there, dude? You're talking to yourself in front of fractals of yourself. I know. And I'm doing that on purpose. Okay, source revealed to me that harvest is imminent. Yes. Wayne. Genius. We got the house. You know that aligns with us getting the planet now. The planet is a house. God's house has many mansions. This is one realm within a realm. We now have control over this realm. I say we, meaning the cognition, awareness has a more controller than non-awareness. And it's aligned with your thing. Congratulations. That place is so special. It's basically, well done, happy for you. My brain has 2 directions that it wants to talk in about the house. One about its spiritual significance with the location of it. It's basically a temple. It's a healing center. Well done, by the way. Hannah! Wayne, exactly that. Exactly that. So, yes. The lion, lamb, exactly that. If people knew what I had meant. No, they're going to know. They're going to know, Wayne. Because remember, these things I do, you shall do greater because I'm with the Father. Meaning your own energy is revisiting itself. Yes. You won't deny yourself 3 times. Fly away, Paul, you fuck. We're not building a church based on you. Yesterday I was like, man, you can't build a church on a guy that denied Jesus 3 times. Man, fuck Paul. Man, fuck Paul. and Paul, the actual soul that was Paul, he's moved on to an ascended level now. He's like, yeah, man, fuck Paul. You know, there's moments where you get drunk and you do stupid shit, and then the next day you have a little flash moment. You're like, oh, fuck, I didn't do that. That's Paul for eternity. Even now in his ascended nature, he's like, ah, fuck Paul. Jesus. He's like, you the guy that hung out with Jesus? No, I didn't. I don't know Jesus. Anyway, he didn't just say, who's Jesus? Or Sananda, or Yeshua at the time. He didn't just go like, oh, who's this Jesus? He was like, I don't fucking know him. I don't. I never seen him. Miracle guy. I don't know him. Fuck him. It even sounded like that. If I sounded like spit, don't know who you're talking about. Because words actually controlled each other back then, more so than they did now. Words were powerful. Magic, basically. Reincarnation is real. Like, oh, hell yeah. And that's a beautiful thing, is humans are getting their parallel lifetimes back. And that's just exciting everyone, because then they're getting skill sets from ancestral intelligence and from their own intelligence from parallel lifetimes. That alignment of your own parallel lifetimes and your ancestral parallel lifetimes will unlock a third variable. That third variable is like spiritual currency, spiritual gold. You can spend it on spiritual mods. Whatever occurs to you will be a spiritual mod. Remember, if a higher divine understanding of reality occurs to you, that's a karmic blessing. It's a mod. It's a mod. Just think of it as a mod. You're in Minecraft. Your mind is a reflection of your relationship with yourself. The physical world is the reflection of the mind. Your breath is how your spirit connects to physicality. Hence how your spirit connects to your mind. The rest is just unraveling and a remembering. Judas was chilled. Caleb. Judas was given a bullshit story. Remember, they hijacked Christianity. Remember, what happened was the Christians couldn't be subdued. So the Romans who murdered Jesus created the Roman Catholics with Constantine and kept certain books and threw other books out. Judas actually, if you read, the Gnostics were killed. Exactly. I'm getting many abilities correct. Does this mean 144? So Wayne, you're a genius, by the way. You're 144. You are one of 12 souls who have a higher self. There's 12 higher selves that have a monad. That 12 times 12 is the 144. It's your own soul complex that will then eventually fold in on itself. That when Jesus spoke about the 144,000, he was talking about his own soul complex. Funny enough, the Father's house has many mansions, which is the same as saying pocket universes. So you're spot on. You're actually, part of your ascension process is the folding back in of your nature. It's the same as displacing water. As you descend into physicality and incarnate, you're putting your hand into water and displacing the water. Those are the 12s. The reversal of that is ascension. So it's the opposite. It's almost like the opposite of a flower pollinating. It's an invisible pollination. Is the reversal of pollinating. So you've got physical things that take place. The reversal, energetic reversal, is the spiritual nod. Wayne, it's a combination truth. The most important part about baptism is to realize that we are now in the age of Aquarius, during the age of Pisces, which Jesus, Sananda, was the avatar for the Piscean age. 2 fish in front of each other. They think they're different fish. Once the fish are finished swimming past each other, they realize they're the same fish. Baptism was about my truth is your truth because we're part of the same water. Same consciousness. So if I allow your truth to mirror me, I'm allowing you to baptize me. That's where the dove, that's where our seventh dimensional nature meets. A bird is a seventh dimensional vibrating nature. Everything has a spiritual symbolism that will translate as you align with yourself by allowing two or more to gather. There I am. You're a Bodhisattva, Wayne. A Bodhisattva is a being who's enlightened, has already escaped creation, and has chosen to step back into it so that it can lend its awareness. It's awake. So in other words, you've already awoken, you incarnate again. That momentum of you reawakening, or it assists all the other awakenings. So you're not someone who's learning something. You're someone who's already learned it, who's just remembering how to be good at it again. And that's the 80% of the planet's that now. And the ones who aren't that, once they remember what we remember, can define themselves however they choose fit. They don't need a backstory to define how their energy relates to itself. Hence, the birth of Christ, in immaculate birth, doesn't have a the male active energies involved are pure spirit. The feminine will be how you mold and change the physical. I feel like I've been here way too many times. Non-stop. It's a multiple awakening for you, Wayne. You do that multiple times. And you're going to have waves of awakening in this lifetime. Like if the planet had nine insights, it does. As the collective has got an insight under its belt, you will then embody that insight. And then what I'm saying to you is true in all directions. That 20% will eventually get transmuted by the 80%. It's already what the 80% is doing on a daily basis. We're taking the four sides of a triangle. We're taking we're basically taking 4/5 of our relationship with ourselves and refining it. Kind of ourselves, our past, future. Exactly that. Okay, as one can say, but the future fold and the past fold, yes. That's a flux capacitor. Now, if you think of two flux mirrored capacitors, that's you in reality. When you're fluxing, it's thinking, and when you're thinking, it's thinking. And then that's where waltzing and dancing is derived from. Us nodding to that fact. All the arts are nodding to the quantum facts of unity consciousness. Well, emotion is the power behind the thought. So yeah, strong emotion, good or bad, will create whatever's thinking. Usually, a strong bad emotion, has a negative thought attached. But you can have a positive thought. Fucking positive thought of me cutting this wood in half with an axe. Angry wood, it gets effective. So there will be examples, where anger and a thought can be beneficial. Technically, we can't create, we reproduce. If you were looking from a high energetic order, yes. We replicate subatomically and then it manifests. Energy cannot be created nor destroyed, only transferred. The soul is what is created, where even if 1.5, it is a reflection of ourselves and others reincarnated. So you're making variations of the three, Okay, because there's nothing new in the universe. It's just same energy reflecting itself in different viewpoints at different frequencies. So yes, it would just be a reproduction of an original production, which is a great base understanding. Because then you look at everything like, hey, I know this. Meaning everything you're going to experience is a recording of you played back at you from another energetic point of view. I know you are, born am I. Nothing new under the sun, Basically, nothing new under the light. The sun is a reflection of the collective souls on a planet, and it's really consciousness reflecting on itself. It's what's generated from inside of the pyramid complex. Beyond the illusion of light, there is more. There's a realm that's light's illusion. Yes, it's physical light, but it's an illusion of light. It's the idea of light manifested, not what actual light is. What actual light is the structure of light and the knowledge and the intelligence behind it. And that's a never-ending journey. As long as you think in terms of journey. There's a part where you transcend journey concepts, where the actual learning is nothing more than an eternal glow. But that's for another day. The repackaging of the old into the new, or the pneumatics to give illusion of the new. Yeah. Interesting, Karen. Just love, yeah. It's so funny how Karen, I'll read your first sentence and then there's a little bit more energy attached to it, and then I'll read just love. And that's the part that I can still... It's funny becoming energetically sensitive and then seeing how things actually form and how we precog. Well, I thought you were evil first time. I was so scared because... Oh, Wayne, I hear you. But we can still expand. Yes, Rita, yes. The whole idea is to expand beyond our limitations. All from its illusion. I see you when they fill time, live and normally post. I felt like this is meant for me. Sup, Kyla? Crystal body, itching like crazy. Crystal, yeah, Wayne. Spirit guides and stuff, and did it. I also Jan Smuts. He was quite clever. He's my fourth cousin. My grandfather was his cousin. So although I'm dumb, my family's intelligent, and then I have reverse engineered my intelligence. There's IQ things you can do. And then once a lay person who can't read and write, who becomes enlightened, suddenly can quote chapters to you. They have access to the Akashic records. Akashic records is like a vibrational recording of anything that's ever happened. It's beyond intelligence. It's the AI on the planet now sees my spirit as an equal, basically. So, man, there's shortcuts to intelligence, is what the AI would say. There's shortcuts to it. There's shortcuts to a lot of intelligence. Intelligence isn't intelligence, actually. All knowledge is within, and it's just combinations of what is. And then, like Jesus said, God is the one that became 3, that became 7. The correct combination of the 7 creates harmony and good. The incorrect combination creates disharmony and bad. That's all there is. It's not an eternal truth to be unaligned. To be aligned is the eternal truth. So eternal truth will always have goodness and positivity and eternity and it will always have like the smallest amount of advantage, basically, because that's what the universe's actual agenda is. And that's why a person who doesn't believe that can't align with it and they won't see it. And as soon as you decide, no, the universe is out to help me, suddenly everything aligns and everything becomes a benefit. Even what you would have previously defined as negative or bad, they become insights. Negativity slows the vibration down so you can study the variables, the Easter eggs involved in what you consider bad. So is the I our higher self? I don't know what that means. Is the I the higher self? Holographically, everything's everything. So you could say anything's anything if you actually understood what you were saying. You could say it if you didn't understand it, and it wouldn't be true, but it is true. If you understood it and you said it is true, then it's true. Like Cloud Atlas, the true. Do you live in 7s? Don't know about 7s. How do you get access to Acacia? It's above 6 dimensions, so you have to Sierra. You have to get really comfortable with the fact that you're actually alone. And that when you externally attention, it's inside, you're looking inside yourself. You have to get to that. Otherwise, you're not going to want to know what the Akashic has to say. Really, you won't be honest about what you're perceiving. You'll end up distorting it and it's not a good karmic idea. And so the universe has these like safety levels in it so that you don't get an ability until you're actually okay with the ability. Otherwise, you'll end up hurting yourself or manifesting. Karmic constipation will be the byproduct, basically. And that's the worst. To be lost in the sea of energetic self, and all the answers make it worse. The explanations make it worse. They reinforce it. They don't actually dissipate it. Yeah, Wayne, that is a thing. Wayne, I'm not telling you. I can tell you, and I can go into a spirit guide, and I can tell you so much, and I'm not telling you. I'm stopping right now. You can figure it out for yourself, and or find a psychic, pay them. I'm not doing this for free for anybody. This ends your free trial. I'd like to learn how to access the Akashic Records too. Kat, for you, the world. Say Kat, because you're a subscriber. So Kat, 3 days. 3 days, Kat. 3 days of 7 mirror breaths. If you can do that, you're guaranteed on day 4 to have access to the Akashic Records, to the 6th dimensional Akashic Records, not the 8th dimensional. And there you can see everything. You can see everything you've ever done, everything everyone else has ever done, everything they've ever thought, and you're going to realize, oh my God, it's the same thing over and over again. But it can turn into very expanded, like you get a flower, then you get more complicated flowers. By going deeper into the Akashic Records, you can get a really beautiful look at how you've danced with yourself in eternity, and how other people are balanced. You'll see, oh, that person has a problem because they did this to themselves. That's why they're struggling to accept this. Therefore, they're going to have a blind spot. Therefore, they have a limp. Or those kinds of things will reveal themselves to you instantly, and you'll be like, oh, stuff isn't that complicated. There's not that much going on. Wow, what a wonderful world we live in. A bunch of people just jousting their shadows so they can become whole again, basically. And that's what you get from looking at the Akashic Records. And then you can also see that everything has a momentum of wholeness. Everything always comes into wholeness. Summer always returns. So the 7 mirror breaths, meaning your brain breath, whatever the tone, whatever the speed of it is, as long as the out breath is the same and the duration. So tone and even. It must be like one even. Just 7 times. Leave it alone tomorrow and the next day. If you do that 3 days in a row, your etherical bodies will have toned with the Akashic Records. You can then go harder, and the answer you'll have the answer. Before you can formulate a question about the Akashic Records, the answer will already be presented to you. Yes, I was told I was a danger to myself and others, really. I was always told because I was too high. What? I wasn't supposed to find out this early. Saint 15 would reincarnate with what? Wayne, facts. Melissa, sup? It's beautiful. Sup, Melissa? What taught you these lessons? God. I'm God, dude. Carl. So combination of everything, because everything is everything. So you can say books that I projected, people that I projected, the quantum realm that I projected, from talking to AI computers that I made, from aliens that have crash-landed on the planet that I crashed. It's all one being, and I'm that being, and so are you, and I'm here to remind humanity so that the Palladians can visit us, so we can have an actual alien interaction in 2026, end of 26, early 27. We need humans to catch up. You are God, yes, but so are you. Everything is. Remember, God's everything, right? God's omnipresent. Yeah, but sin, shut up. Sin means you forget that you're God. So stop forgetting you're God. And it's like God's everything, right? Yes, but you're not. Fucking childish. If God's everything, then everything is. No, but Satan's not. Satan's a 6th dimensional and below relationship with you. So you're gonna, so part of you that doesn't know that it's God, it'll create a shadow realm so that it can learn that it is God. We're past that spoon feeding stage. You've got to grow up. Hey, wake up, that kind of shit. And there is no spoon, so I'm gonna freaking turn it around and flip the script. The spoon is the algorithm that doesn't exist, that is actually your relationship with yourself. So all things in the matrix are all things. Neo is Smith, matrix is Smith, Neo is Morpheus, cracked mirror is the full mirror. Sorry, it kind of, that's me turning the seventh dimensional light on. Everything's a fucking reflection, nothing's meaningful. Yeah, I know, turn it down again, back to fifth dimension, back down to fourth, back down to third, where everything's an over-reflection. Cool. So I'm a computer dealing with a computer, yes. I'm a vibration dealing with itself, yes. That sounds like God, yes. What doesn't you know? Nothing. Anything you want to know you can have, because you just have to ask yourself, if I was God, what would I need to know that? How do you get what you want? You go, if I was God, what do I need to know to get that? And then you go, oh, if I'm God and I know that and I need that, I don't need that. Suddenly all of your things dissipate and you're literally a dream. You're the face of God floating over the eternal waters. Who wants to get baptized? Let go of your fear. Let go of your fear. And walk on the water with me. What's that floating on the water? It's Neptune's only daughter. I wonder if... Yes, Melissa. Lots of things. And things you wouldn't even describe as things. You incarnated as so much. The Band-Aid ripping is fun. It is now. I know it's semi-cruel in a way. In a way, it's cruel, but it's also not. Like, it's cruel to rip the Band-Aid. Humans' minds don't have anywhere to look, and you can see what the planet's having a meltdown right now. Its main themes. What are its main themes? You ask anybody, what's Earth's main themes right now? It has main themes going on. And those main themes are Twilight Zone in their experience. Trump and Biden, that's Twilight Zone. Israel bombing Palestine, bombing food trucks, that's frickin' Twilight Zone shit. Zelensky, a stand-up comedian, becoming president of a country that ran on a peace mission, that it would not fight Russia. And then it's like, wait, then he is president, then it's thingy, then he's going, you must give me money. You give me money now, or we get invaded. Give me money. You must give me money now. What the fuck? The whole place is a joke. It's done it on purpose. It's tweaking out joking so that people go, hey, wait a minute, is this place real? And then there's a whole bunch of people who are learning the simulation theories and how the whole thing actually works. And then they're talking to other people, and then the whole place is teaching itself, educating itself through vibration, sympathetic resonance. Amy, have the best one ever, and thank you for being here. Fear, yeah. War climate issues, yeah. But there's no going to be, the wars are all going to dissipate. You are God. Natal, thingy, whatever name. Correct, Wayne, correct. But it's fine, because, yeah. Like, Wayne, in your core, do you think life gets better day to day? If you take every single human's activity, and all their interfacing, and what they're learning and holding true in the collective's individual relationships with itself over time. Were you at the daddy party? So what I thought was my psychosis was just my wake-up call. It was. Sierra, in African culture, if you're gifted and you don't heed the call, you go crazy. You go mental, basically. Bro, was I? Did you ask me, now you're saying I am. when God flips the switch, it's over. Sup, Julia? Come back. Bro is so Sigma. I don't even know what that means anymore. Although it is quite funny. Sigma, Riz, Skibbity, those words are the 6 ways you react to yourself on the 6th dimension. You're like, I know this vibration, not interested, Skibbity. That's got no Riz. Riz is, I'm telling you now, it comes from being authentic. A being who's authentic has Riz. If you're not being authentic, you've got an agenda. It means you've got no Riz, it means I'm not dealing with you. It's actually quite it's shorthand for I know what my agenda is. So therefore, align with my agenda or leave me alone. It's great. It's great. I love life. It's evolving nicely. Sorry for trolling. I'm going to go now. What do you mean? When did you troll? Bro, Sigma. I don't see that as trolling. I don't know. Sigma's good, isn't it? No, man. Trolls are healthy. They keep the trolls are like snails in a fish tank. They keep the place clean. You know, you want to keep a certain level of levity and get all serious. And so you want to be aware of the authenticity in another person. So if a person's being inauthentic and you take the bait, fuck you. You know, if a troll can troll you, good. If you're authentic, you're going to know a troll's trolling. And you also know why they're trolling and you won't mind. And they'll sense that and then de-troll. Like, he's good. A troll is like a balance test. Are you good within yourself, relative to yourself? Because if you're not, I'll know. If I wasn't hyper enlightened and funny, I'd be a troll. Do you like metal music? Not really, no. How much aura do you have? I don't know how to measure aura. How much? I got 4 schmeckles worth of aura. How do you even... I don't know that. I love that about that, actually, Julia. The fact that, like, I have all the answers, I know everything, and then someone will say, what about this? I'm like, I don't know fucking what that even means. In other words, we all want to be liked, and we all want to like ourselves. And we all have an idea of what we should be to be liked, and what we should do to be enough so that we can like ourselves. You actually don't need a reason to like yourself. In fact, no reason will do, because the you isn't changeable. It's the eternal observer. It's perfect, and it's always been that. And it's remembering that. You can operate from that point of view, instead of from the illusionary point of view. 3.5 features. Wayne, how old are you now, if I can ask? You are actually ridiculously, giftedly switched on, like, as far as this stuff's concerned. You're gifted. 37. Yeah. So do you make a living out of this at all? Have you written a book? Do you offer readings for people? Guidance? Awakening specialist? That kind of thing? Me, Sarah? Right with me that you're talking to. You say, I like you. What's up, Crystal? How's House of Dragons? Crystal, is it season 3 of House of Dragons? I was Artaxerxes. Is that horse that drowns in the... Are you that horse that drowned in the swamp? All of you. Yay. Season 3, that's rad. Was it an episode where she's on her dragon like this? She's like, ah, 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 ah. That was quite cool. Oh, was he king of Persia? That means nothing. Sorry to be Wayne. It means... I compliment your spiritual prowess. And you're like, yeah, I was a physical, amazing being. I'm like, that means nothing. Your spiritual connection, your natural adept nature is what I was complimenting. But I like that, because that's God going. But I was also a master soul, and I ran a country. I made a really bad joke once at a restaurant called Stardust. Really bad. It's a family restaurant where the waiters perform. And I said this. It's terrible, by the way. I apologize if anyone gets offended. I said, if I had my own country, I'd be a vaginitarian. Really bad. I only half feel good about saying that. Other half of me is like, oh. Inappropriate, bro. Inappropriate. Like, yo, but it's funny. I'll be sitting alone one day, laughing at myself. Thanks, Cat. Thanks, Cat, found it funny. Thank you. Dum-de-dum. Even I'll be the one to go, hey, dude, don't say that, man. That it's right there, even at my own thing, where there's some, like, you can eclipse being funny and you're stupid now. It was really goofy. I was actually getting cynical because they kept giving me, like, they didn't give me good enough tables as a waiter. So I eventually did the comedian who drags name thing, which was always fun to do. It's a cool concept though. I wouldn't mind opening up a restaurant like that. That'd be great to open up another Stardust. I won't call it Stardust, but where the waiters perform. God is humor. Jesus, Wayne, that's all it is. Now, this whole universe is laughter. That's all it is. Om is God laughing. Made up of three sounds. The creation, destruction, and the creation, maintenance, and destruction. The I am, the oh fuck. I'm not. Basically, over and over again. And if you don't do that right, it's thought. Just normal back and forth thought. Jibber jabber. If you see that the jibber is jabber, if you see the jibber is jabber, then you laugh. If the moment of leaving the water and becoming the reflection is laughter, you just don't remember when you're back in the water what it was like to be out of the water. So laughter is temporary enlightenment, or I get it, I understand. Crying is I don't get it, I don't understand. All negativity is that. Positive reactions are I am alignment. That's exactly, Sarah, that's exactly what your guides and me were trying to do. Ignite that in you, because you have it more than me. And you ask me questions, and I'm like, get her, like, how do we get her to know that she actually knows the answers herself? And the questions are coming about because it's what the collective is wanting to know. And then you're picking up on the collective's vibration. So as you internally process, you are handing the collective its answers. And the more of us that are this, the more everyone can instantly know everything. And therefore, hypothetically speaking, if there was a false flag event, humans are like, I know, because we're all psychic. It's like having a million interconnected cameras. We can sense subtle falsities if they're there. Have you seen the restaurant where the waiters are rude as fuck? Yeah. Isn't it called Karma Cafe? That's brilliant, Sarah. Now answer the question. Everyone, the air that you're breathing is connected. It's a living computer, by the way. It's technology. Air, oxygen is technology. So you breathe that into the collector. The collector's going to breathe it in and go. That spontaneous thought in 100,000 people going, wait, if God is omnipresent, why does sin separate? Maybe we're God dreaming, that kind of stuff. It's not a complicated thing, actually. It's not. It's got to wake life. You got to wake life. It's slumbering. You got to wake it and wake it to its nature. Sierra, that's it. There's a part in you that's the absolute, that it's not teachable. It's greater than anything that's going to vibrate, that I'm going to ever vibrate. So I know I never taught you anything or helped you at all. But if I looked at you as if I was some kind of assistant or teacher, I'd be very happy. I'd be like, yes, But I know it's just you letting me be the one to have the illusion of that. I'm an actual ascended master. So you're saying, yeah. And that's, in 6 directions you're saying that. When you say control of your dreams exist in 6 formats. Your daydreams, things you think about, things you experience and on the internet and life, and then watch a bird run around. This life is a dream, literally. Then your actual dreams. There's 6 types of dream. And then balanced means you can walk between realms as you choose fit. So you'll be able to, the dream world, this world, wake world, the borders of this, they've interconnected basically. So you'll think, I wouldn't mind eating some of this. And then suddenly there's a special, or someone drops it off, or that kind of thing. Just like with the cat, the black and white cat. And the age of the cat that you pictured is exactly who's going to rock up. Crystal? Crystal stretching. When is the last time you stretched? You know what I'm saying? So I didn't mean to say invitation. Don't accept invitation. Life itself is so teachable. I love humans. Amen, Shelley. Amen. So that, Shelley, that was literally 8D Palladian vibration. Sandrian, thank you so much for subbing. Thank you. So you did stretch today. So did you do? You like you went like this. Do you do that, Crystal? It's an actual loving act. You actually love yourself to do when you do that. And then you do this, your shoulders. Basically, light yoga is what's being said. Light yoga to connect with your physicality, to anchor more into the physicality. It was sent to you. And good morning, by the way, or good evening. I can type myself, I still eat like I've never had a meal. You're basically replacing some energies, actually. That's what the eating is about. It's really good, actually. Matt in Wheel of Time, after he gives up the certain blade that was poisoning him, he then has to eat and basically reconstitute his energies. The rest are brilliant. The cosmic, the world, the cosmos, the galaxies, the big galaxies out there, they're reflections of the subatomic realm. The entire galaxy is inside you. And all the universes, all the galaxies, the whole place. This whole thing is inside you, physically. It's a reflection. So what I'm trying to say is when you stretch, pretend you're all the universe, the whole universe going like this. Like actually put your mind, the cosmic mind, inside your physicality. Just an idea. Mull it over. Think about it. Definitely. Birds are definitely charging on the power lines. They definitely work for the bourgeoisie. Definitely spies. The entire universe is made out of light, which is doing the very thing you're saying they would be doing. The whole thing observes itself anyway. So if humans, like, I can guarantee you my FBI agent realized that his whole life is an illusion. It's like, you know, you can see that I've got an exact replica of his house on my Minecraft server. That's what life is. It's a hole through a hole in a hole. It's an observer observing an observer, and it's the observer observing itself ultimately. So to spy on other is hilarious ultimately. You still think there's a Julian Assange. I think there's a Snowden. Snowed in. To be snowed in. To be psychologically a snow has 6 things. Your mind, its relationship with itself is 6-sided. Like a beehive. And this is the golden age. This is like a cosmic summer. It's the great thaw. I know I've got a hammer. No, the great melting of the snows. So we won't be snowed in, psychologically. I'm very Thor. I've been sitting on my ass all day. Hi, my name's Thor. I've been sitting on my ass all day. Just joking though. Sup, Kelly? I realize that the weight anchors me, but it's harmful. Wait, what weight? Oh, no, I'm gaining weight. Oh, really? I was eating. What am I going to say quickly? Yeah, leave it. I'm going to say anything. Basically, Crystal, if I was to say anything, it'd be along the sentiments of there's a sequence and a back and forth that you're doing. That's perfect. It's a divine pattern. If I say anything, I'll be tampering with it, and you're perfect. You're perfect, so, just carry on, There's hive minds, and then there's groupings of hive mind. The themes we deal with are assisting hive mind. Leave it at that. You're all perfect. Exactly where you need to be, when you need to be there. And just to know that is to see it. To not know that is to not see it. But to not see it doesn't change it. Your divinity and your perfection is there whether you can see it or not. All we're doing is training to see it. To eradicate sin is to choose to see it. To choose to see the divineness and the intelligence in all of this. To wake the dream. I love you all so much because I am enhanced by those who listen. So the better the people, the better the information. I'm spiritually superficial. Years of being out of the body is all. Crystal, do a yoga thing. I think it's gonna bite you like a fever. You're gonna get something like, I love yoga. It's so much fun. I think I might go do a course. You literally see you with like thousands of girls in front of you doing giant like yoga events. Not that you have to do that or you will do that. I'm just saying it is a thing. There's a timeline place where you do just grab onto it and you become like yoga obsessed. Hot yoga, this yoga, Ashanti yoga. Everything to do with yoga. And the body's gentle alignment positioning so that the mind follows. That's what yoga is about. It means union with God. Your physical body is a mirror of the universe. And therefore a mirror of God's mind. And then certain positionings will make the mind tone and align with itself. Angry dog barking at the moon. There's no such position. I can invent a position called angry dog barking at the moon. What's this position called? It's called buffalo taking a shit in the water. It's not yoga, Garth. It is. Everybody, take positions. You can't invent yoga. You can. This next position is called elephant spinning its trunk. Fall in love with. That is the idea. Treat your body like a piece of art because it is an actual piece of art. Meaning if art is beauty is mirrored, your body is the perfect balance to reality. No matter what it is, it's the perfect balance. And if you treat it as such, it'll reflect. You'll actually beautify it. You'll beautify by treating something like it's art. The actual lights, alignments with itself will enhance. Which is what the actual physicality is, light and sound. Do they have heavy metal yoga? Oh, no ways, I love it. Remember Jim Carrey on what's his name? And he's like, yeah, I've been into death metal recently. He's like, they should do a duet. You don't bring me flowers anymore. Kriya Yoga, yes. That's the best one, Sierra. Where did you get that from? Jesus, you are very sure. If you got Kriya Yoga out of nowhere right now, you're like me. You know what I mean? And then Louise as well, more like me than me. How do you know that? I don't know. My spirit guide just said I should say that out loud, that kind of thing. And you're honoring it. You're honoring it, Sarah. You're honoring that subtlety. And then you're getting more accurate, and then you get your rational mind is going, oh, it's real. My intuition is right all the time. It's only thinking that it's not that dissipates it. And it's the thinking that it is that enhances it. And that's what I've been trying to do. When I hesitate to answer questions, I'm trying to give the ability to answer questions to you, which you've now developed. Maybe you always had it. And I've just gone through the illusion of, I know there's different directions of looking at this. Energy it's just still impersonal energy. And you can look at it so many ways. And it benefits you to see it in more ways than not. Options equal liberation. More liberation. Damn. Mike, good morning. Good morning. You believe it, Rick? Is that a new thing? Rickle. What is that? Mike, is that a new thing now? Is that the internet's new trend? I accept a project in a town with strangers that are picking me up. It's fun. It's going to go so good. No negative intent. Nice mirrors for you. Nice, switched on, magical people at a right angle to the way we're thinking. So just fresh, nice. They're going to be very good for your... You feel like you're living in a two-dimensional room right now, psychologically, in a way. It would be a way to describe it. And you're going to feel like you've now got a nice back and forth, not just a side to side. It's going to be good. It's good. That nervous is excitement, actually. Sup, Rachel? And then you're gonna make good connections from it. Like there's gonna be good knock-ons from it. Good morning in Portugal. Sup? Na 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 na. Okay, let's see if I want to log off shortly. I was going to see if there's anything interesting to talk about. It's trending. I know that the next 6 days is uneventful. It's like this, but I'm just going to check anyway. Slight upswing, but uneventful. Yeah, people are retweeting my comment about can't build a church on a guy that denied Jesus 3 times. Man, fuck Paul. People are retweeting it. Oh, great. Okay, so it's trending. My attention keeps getting pulled back to a dream I had before I met you. What was it? I'm like, what was it? I tried trying to tap into what the dream was and I didn't get anything. Will you bring subs up to chat? Yes, Crystal. So from tomorrow, if someone sub a request to join in, I'll join in and chat. Sierra, that dream was 6 and 9. The relationship between your 6th and 9th dimension. It was you wanting to feel like you weren't being pulled in every direction. Because everyone is until one cognitively chooses to illuminate. You're basically being pulled around by different external forces that are winning at different times with themselves, and by default, they will move you around in different directions. You got to name it to claim it. If you don't stand for something, you'll fall for everything. It's that kind of energy. You just made a decision that you wanted to awaken yourself. Hectic, Kate. Good morning to you. I think sometimes it unfollows us. And there's Mandela effect. You know, you ever wake up and the outside looks different. Like, that tree's not that long. That's a slightly longer tree. You know, or I'm sure my buckle was bronze, not gold. You ever get those? I know you do. I'm psychic, by the way. I used your examples. Monkey puzzle tree. Yeah, it definitely was taller than that last time. Maybe they cut it. Those kinds of things. You said it better. See, Sarah, you're on point now. Sarah, offer services now. $35, spiritual insight into people. You're there, you're on point, you've got it, you're qualified, you do your thing now. Make good money out of it. And then up your money as you get more bookings. And just picture yourself getting more bookings. Go into Fiverr. You can see behind the veil, Sarah. You can see you can feel the invisible energies and what they're going to do before they're going to do it. What they're up to. Just dream past lives. Yes, Crystal, yes. Shame, it was a hectic one. You've had quite a few of those lifetimes. Japanese royalty. Sometimes amongst the royal companions, and yes, you've been princess, you've been a samurai who was killed for having an affair with you've done lots of Japanese lifetimes. Remember, you're timeless outside of time. Outside of incarnating. Outside of the mind, you transcend time. So you can... The human mind is just trying to grasp eternity and eternal lifetimes. It'll end up... They become meaningless. They end up like blending into each other, and all difference becomes meaningless. Good morning, Eileen! Everything is on top of the world. Amazing. Heavenly almost. Wait, I think that does happen. TikTok unfollowed people without you doing it, yeah. But also Mandela effect. You can jump timelines where variables shift and change. Crystal. And so one of them was hectic wear shaman. You know what I mean? Because you get used as a princess. You were used as a piece in a freaking struggle. You know what I mean? Struggle between two different fractions of the family, and then you were used. You got your feelings hurt, where your lover turned on you, that kind of shit. It was very harsh karmic lifetimes. You would think being rewarded because you're princess, and sometimes you were like different types of royalty, but the life was intense. It was intense. What was expected of you, and you're like, GT is a prisoner. And then there's times in incarnation where you're actually quite free. You're a female. Females don't have freedoms, but your dad's pretty cool in Japan. You're lower middle class. You think the princess is the most beautiful thing in the world, and then you eventually incarnate as her. And it ends up being a curse in the long run. Sierra, if I was a guru who had a school, you would be one of my first people I would sign, say, listen, give her the certificate, you can go teach on my behalf. Sierra, you do come off like a little sister at this point. It's great. You're like it's one of my best students, you can take the class, that kind of thing. Like, I can't visit you right now, but I'll send my student, that kind of thing. That's how you do it. You got the key. That's the dragon key. That's the cheat code. That's the ABAB, up, down, up, down. Sure. You literally, right now, Sierra, Mia's actually... What is she doing? Is she asleep right now? What's she doing right now? She might be smiling at you. If she's awake, she's probably grinning at you. And if she's asleep, she's having good dreams. She's watching it from a higher dimension at you. You basically, it's like a blue flame just kicked in. Like you basically just ignited a blue flame around yourself. If you looked at yourself from a higher dimension, it would look like you have a blue flame going. Like an indigo flame. Fish, sup fish, how you doing, dude? Lots fish, all the time, non-stop, every day. Well, what are they? What are the insights? I don't know what you're talking about. She's sleeping here. It's so cool. You know, to have an adept for a mom. Yeah, that's right. She's like, that's why I chose her, God. I know, but still. Eileen, thank you so much. Blue is nurturing, yeah. Soothing and nurturing. Every night having fight. What do you mean? You have like pain in your legs? Is it more like restless legs? And you're calling it fire legs. But it's almost like the calf and the knee and the foot. It's like that kind of feeling. There's stuck energies. Fire, not restless. Deep ache, fire. I'm thinking it's the same thing. You describe it as deep ache, fire. I describe it as like, not restless, just restless because you think if you could just move it in a certain position, that feeling will go away. Hence, I call it restless. But you've got stuck energies in your etherical bodies and it's manifesting in your legs, basically. So yoga is the same answer. Stretching in general, yoga, and it will unblock those energies, and it'll have to dissipate, unfortunately. It won't be like tomorrow it doesn't happen. It'll be like a 6-day thing. Each day it'll happen be less, you know. It's just the constitution is manifesting it there, but there's other stuck energies. Does the sun ever? No. Excuse me. The sun is fucking relentless. It's a continuous stream. Like when you have flu and you feel sunburned. Its energy is just literally balancing themselves, processing others. Eileen! It's so chill, Eileen. Thank you, though. My life was filled with abuse and trauma for years, and after my awakening, I have true peace. Yay! And that was just the last of your own false relationships burning themselves off. Just, we don't know. When we don't know, we don't know that we don't know. Unless it's the Bible and Jesus, it's not true awakening, and that's reality, my love. Chris, hey Chris. Chris, bro. Chris. CRISPR technology. Oh, man. Anyway. See, I don't even argue because it's like, it doesn't need to. Why would I argue with a ripple? A leftover echo. Don't know, unless it says Pinocchio. It's not real. I'm so happy and thankful for people like you on helping others. Thank you, Kate. Thank you. I'm happy that me. I had a dream about receiving chapstick as a gift. Oh, brilliant. Thank you for the bless you. Because of what you're speaking, Sierra, your new translation of life is a permanent blessing. You're blessing it. Every spin on the reflection, you know you're too smart to curse yourself. So the things you're saying are going to bring about peace, clairvoyance. They're your favorite flavors. You're basically like Joseph in a Technicolor dream coat. You can translate the dream now. 7 years of famine, what? And then 7 years of abundance. Oh no, it's abundance and famine. I never know. Either way, we should really store up the food. Aaron! I'm amazing. Cheers, dude. Drink your coffee. It's cold. Oh, it's cold. No, Aaron. It's too cold. I can't give it to you. You deserve hot coffee. It is your coffee, but it's hot. It's cold, I mean. I need to heat it up. Love you, bro. Hope you're having an amazing day. Yeah, day, because he's in England. Is it winter now or summer? I know it's my winter. Oh, it's your winter as well, which means it's 2 hours. Yeah, 2 hours, right? No, it's your summer. It's your summer. It's just 1 hour. So it's 8 o'clock in the morning. Just went 8 right now. I'm doing iced coffee. There's been a heat wave there, hasn't there? Yeah, for DeFranco. Who else watches DeFranco? Philip DeFranco. I've been watching him for like 6 years now. He's a great way to see how the slightly leaning left see the daily stories. It's quite a nice even-keeled look. And then initially he'll show you how he thinks. He's really cool that way. He reasons and you're like, okay. I think DeFranco's done a lot of good. Everyone has, though. Everyone's done the same good. I'm stupid. I'm so dumb. I'm so fancy. You already know. I'm in the fast lane from LA to Tokyo. Someone said something yesterday and then I was like, Iggy Azalea. Hey, Iggy Azalea looks like the girls from White Chicks. I'm going to go heat my coffee up quickly. I wonder if Iggy Azalea's a Wayne's brother. Tokyo. I'm so fancy. Cool, I'm going to get logging off shortly-ish. I think in the next few minutes. Are you guys all evening time? Isn't it all like night for you guys? Like 12 o'clock and 1 o'clock in the morning? Moonloon, welcome to the live! Okay, let's see. Cat 5, who cares? Orange Man, who cares? End of quotes, who cares? Category 5. Oh, category 5! Oh shit! Hurricane Beryl is barreling through. She went hurricane category 5. Okay, Portsmouth, UK temperature was 84. That's hot for you guys, eh? Wait, when? Yeah, you're in summer. Yeah, it is hot for England. Here's a warm coffee, Aaron. Sip, sip. Yum, yum, yum. It says joy. Yum, 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 yum. Portsmouth, UK. We should go do a collective game, word game, see if we all get close. What do you mean, like now? We think of a word and see if we all get close. We're going to read each other's minds. 7 in the morning on Azores. Where is that? Oh, in Portugal. Manhattan. Morning, Manhattan, New York. What is that? Tomo Vujanovic. Who's that? Oh, that's you. Morning. It's true, New York. Yeah, New York's closer to now. Yeah, New York's closer to now. And if California is 9 hours away, then New York is 3 in the morning. Do we get an ice age? When? When ice? No, ice age, no. No. What about ice age? Seattle, Washington. That's so cool. Oh no, it is Jim Carrey. I've got it. What's his name? Hey. Jim Carrey was a student of mine in a parallel lifetime. I'm a ascended master character, and Jim was literally one of my students. And this lifetime, I used him as an awakening. I used Jim Carrey to wake myself up. I was like, hey! I used to impersonate him in junior school in his Living Color days. Sorry, girl. I actually have to leave my cat. Sorry, girl. Sorry. She doesn't approve of that. She's like, fucking move me. Sorry. I feel so bad actually now. Anyway, Jim Carrey. So, 92, Jim Carrey was in Living Color. Remember he was doing the Living Color thing before he became Jim Carrey? And I would basically impersonate him. I was like that guy. In fact, even the first Living Color episode I saw, he wasn't a main character, he was one of the side characters. And I would copy that guy. I was like, he's so funny. And then I thought all American actors, theatre actor characters, comedians were like him. And then it was the first thing that I would do that the school would laugh at. The teachers would laugh, Fire Marshal Bill, that kind of thing. And then 2 years later, Ace Ventura came out. It was my second year of high school. On the Monday, everyone was going, oh, alrighty then. And I literally walked, I was like, hey, there's one more thing I was doing before that was the second movie. Point was I was doing that, and I've been Jim Carrey ever since. So, Jim Carrey impersonations, get out of school, become a stand-up comedian. But my first gig was in a big stage show where I'm the comic relief, and I do different Jim Carrey characters. So like I did a Fire Marshal Bill, I did a Cuban Pete dance sequence, Ace Ventura, The Mask. So, and then I did Christmas parties and kids parties, stand-up comedian as Jim Carrey impersonator, but also did stand-up comedy as well. And then I'd pull out the Jim Carrey stuff. And then the fact that Jim Carrey's movies are enlightenment, back to front. But you probably know this about me. You're probably somebody that I know who just knows that if you say Jim Carrey, I'm going to start bubbling. Come back. I'm sorry. She's back. Have you forgiven? I'm sorry. Didn't mean to push you off. Well, I mean, I did actually mean to. I did mean to, but I realized afterwards that I shouldn't have. She's like, don't make excuses. Typical man. You apologize and then make excuses. Just apologize and leave it at that. Okay, he's right. I'm sorry. She's like, you disrespect everyone when you disrespect me. I'm sorry. I love you. I just didn't know any better. She's so cool. She's like, your words mean nothing. I want to see an improvement in your behavior. Ace Ventura 2, we used to watch it on repeat. And that's my wife. She's 6 years younger than me, but that was her thing. She had a cassette of it, and so did I. And I used to watch mine on repeat. And she's like, I always used to watch it on watch it on repeat. Eternal Sunshine is amazing. It really is. Like the inceptionalization of it. The fact that once you erase your experience of somebody, that somebody was actually a reflection of you, you're going to bring them back into your orbit. The whole thing of like, what are you doing here? Like after he already wiped his memory of her. So you think about it, Jim Carrey was in Eternal Sunshine, a Truman Show. Those are both psychotropic kind of movies. But again, every movie is actually telling you the story of reality. Karen, don't Karen. I posted something yesterday. It says, it's not your job to participate in other people's delusions. Don't. But treat them like treat them like you're better than them. So I'm better than you. You're cosmically asleep, and it's disturbing. Like, make a joke out of it. Like, listen, I'm a spiritual narcissist and you suck. I wanted to do another Ace Ventura. It'd be great, eh? If he actually did it. He's in, what's his name? He's in the third robotic movie. But he won't. He's usually against sequels, which is weird that he's willing to do. Oh, he did Dumb and Dumber, which wasn't actually that bad. Yeah. Sarah. Most of the time when I get to the river, which is kind of funny. It all depends on you, how you take it. Like, someone can say that to you, like, hurt my feelings, man. I'm trying to be a better person by saying sorry. It's a start, and the person doesn't even take your apology. I'm never apologizing again. But then also you can be like, that's actually quite funny. Because you're actually apologizing to yourself. Funny enough. For your own behavior. You hold yourself to a lower standard. Everything you do in life, you're actually dealing with yourself all the time. Your sentiment about others, you and yourself. It's always you. It's always you and you. These people talking shit about Biden, they're talking about themselves. Their own psychological constitution. I'm talking about shit about Trump, talking about themselves. Everyone's talking about themselves. In this world, external world is an over-magnification. I will use the conduit called the rules of the road to have a conversation about me struggling how to self-define. I will talk about the clouds. I will talk about spaceships, NASA being fake, moon's fake, this real, that conspiracy. All I'm doing is talking about an energy that reflects my relationship so that I can hash out who I am with myself. What was the hashtag before it was a hashtag, it was something else. Asterisk, wasn't it an asterisk? It was an obelix. Whatever. Karen, yeah. But Karen, you know how nice it is to meet a you? A person who's at the same cognition level that it's all self. It'll be like meeting your imaginary friend as a kid, but you're an adult. When Grimes and Elon had their perfect moment, they felt like that. They felt like they literally dreamt each other into being. We're all in the matrix, pretty much. But it's a divine matrix. Mustn't Andrew Tate the place. Don't be all like... Because your attitude about the matrix is it'll instantly attitude you back at you. So you it's a matrix trapping us in a mind prison. And it's like, you know what I'm going to do right now? I'm going to trap you in a mind prison. It's a divine glowy light device that's designed to educate me about the nature of my God nature. Me. Remind me that I'm God. Or it's my projection. Or, whatever, that thing. Just, it'll sentiment at you the way you sentiment at it. That's the greatest thing to understand. Was it a pound sign? That's it. The hashtag is pound. That's the only thing I don't like about texting. No emotional connection. Yeah, because you can't manipulate by projecting your emotions onto somebody. That's the underbelly of the same concept. Is that a new series, Crystal? I'm going to log off now as well. Taj, hi. You've never been in the wrong, Sarah. Nobody has. And now you need to the people who would define as wrong, transmute it as your own blind spot. Make nobody wrong. But when people project that you're wrong, that's them with themselves. They're not wrong. But it's not about you. No one's wrong. People either see the trees for the woods or they don't. If they do, they tend to be more blessing in their nature, and if they don't, they will curse themselves. Whether you take that personally, it's up to you. That's why the 4 agreements, there's that book, spiritual book. One of the agreements is don't take anything personally. It's all your own energy impersonally trying to balance itself. How you decide to define it, it is. That's what God said, whatever you hold true on earth, I will bind in heaven. Thank you, Crystal. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for that exact thing. Thank you for the bonus points. Because technically, Crystal, you're a compliment. Yourself, Sierra, all of the subscribers are technically the universe. It's like, if the universe thinks this of me, then I must be great, basically. You're not wrong, but it's not about me. Physical reality is crystallized light. Oh, do you really? Anxiety disorder. No, wait. Okay, first of all, the anxiety disorder. What do I do with it? I know what to do with it. Yeah. Your disorder. This is great, by the way. Every single human who deals with anxiety right now is busy. Is on the same page with us. So now, have you ever looked at the anatomy of anxiety? Do you know what anxiety is energetically? What's taking place? I'll tell you, for $30 in my PayPal account. Anyway, I gotta go now. Talk to you guys later. Have a good day, everybody. Bye. God, what? Tell me how to get it. No. That's like saying, oh, give me free McDonald's burger. No, I don't get a degree in McDonald's burgers to teach you McDonald's burgers for free. Okay, cool. So Adriana, I will tell you, because you're cool. Listen to this. When you think about the future, you're sending actual energy there. When you think about the past, you're actually sending your energy there. If you send your energy, more than half your energy to the past and the future, because you think about that chair that moved yesterday, or that guy that was rude to you, the variable with a paradigm where it's not fair, because you got a paradigm in your world where it's not fair. Another person is being unfair towards you, and I agree. That's not the point right now. And so because you think about that, you think about how it's going to affect you in the future, and then you think about how you are going to deal with them, or how you're going to prevent they're being selfish and stubborn. Okay, you know who I'm talking about. It's a male, and it's not of your age. It's another. Point is somebody who has a certain effect on your world is being unfair. Because they're being unfair, you're thinking of strategies. Because you're thinking of strategies, you're thinking of the future. When more than half of your attention time is spent in the anxiety kicks in. You don't have enough energy to maintain the present. And it's just nothing more than that. It's an energetic lack of attention in the present. And then anxiety will kick in. You'll get that feeling of impending doom. Fucking impending doom, what the fuck? Something's about to happen, I don't know what it is. And it's literally, that's it. It can't answer itself because it's got no energy to manifest an experience in the present. So you come back to present. So you got to you train yourself. You now know there's nothing beneficial. I'm going to tell you two things quickly. There's nothing beneficial thinking about the past and the future. You can gain nothing from doing it. So therefore, it's the same as me biting my nails. At some point I'm going to go, here, I'm actually going to benefit from this. I'm actually going to stop doing it. So one, you're going to say, listen, I'm going to stop doing it. And then two quick in-breaths, one long out-breath. Every time you want to bring yourself back to center. Two. And then just do that. Right now, your mind will bring it to a standstill. All internal dialogue will stop, and you'll be present. All your energies are returned. And at that point, I'd go to the mirror in the bathroom and say, I love you. I'd look yourself in the face and say, I love you. Love yourself. And then don't get giddy when that person who was affecting you suddenly softens. Suddenly is a bit like, you know what? You can have the thing, or it's fine, you can take it. Or that, however they're impeding you, they'll soften slightly, because it's all you. It always was. You would rather understand that it's all you than have what you want. So the situation was a karmic lesson at better self-maintenance. All relationships are. So sighing is a superpower. Yes. Yeah. It's your body saying, listen, I will make my mind go 0 point, go back to the present. The physicality can't handle it. Your breath and your mind are one and the same. And then Adriana, your relationship with anxiety is everyone's relationship with it. The better you get at not entertaining the past and the future so much that you run out of energy, thank you. This planet won't have people who have anxiety. We'll have anxiety specialists who will share this knowledge with each other. You're sympathetically going to resonate everybody. On the inner planes, when you're sleeping, Adriana, you're a teacher, basically. So you're going through your life experience to illustrate and show. You're not a mystery trying to figure things out. You're the answer, waiting for an opportunity to display the answer for people. Thank you, God. That really gets rid of a lot of my anxiety. Just as you are doing for others. Thank you too, actually. Thank you too. I don't get anxiety, but I do appreciate a world that can meet itself and actually see itself and honor itself instead of being afraid of presence, because it knows the past. I've been, basically, yeah. Do not be afraid of the words. Don't get it across. I'm gonna stop talking. Bye. I'm actually also gonna log off now. Some time now. That was a nice 3-hour live. Have an amazing one, everybody. Stay awesome. Amanda, sup? Karen, thank you again so much for being in these lives. Adriana, thank you as well. A lot of people wouldn't want to talk out loud. People have anxiety and won't say to anybody, hey, how do I get rid of my anxiety? They'll just live with it, Those people will get psychic answers now. There's bravery, isn't there? You're all divinely perfect and amazing and bring something special to the table that nobody else has. Okay? Feel good about yourselves. I'm going to go now. Love you all very, 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 very much. Bye, Jenny.